Hello, everyone. A very warm good evening to all of the students and Mr. Ajit, who will going to take today's free AI session as for the benefits of all the students joined today. Before moving forward, Happy New Year to you all. Hope for a happy and good future. Now, let me give you a little bit information regarding our most intelligent trainer, Mr. Ajit. He is having 9 years of experience with more than 6 years in data science and AI domain. Right now, the most talented trainer, Mr. Ajit, is currently working as a senior data scientist AVP, and his expertise includes Python, statistics, machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI, and other cloud platforms, which will include AWS and Azure. Also, our trainer holds a postgraduate degree from IIT Bangalore and a master's degree from LJMU. And he is a certified Microsoft Azure AI engineer. It's so wonderful to get such a opportunity from the trainer to take the session based on his expertise. We are really glad to have Mr. Ajit today in our wonderful session that will make you understand how the AI will works with the 3 days of free webinar which will held from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST. The topics that our trainer going to discuss in the today's session, it will include understanding AI and its frameworks, RAG architecture and project implementation, project deployment to Azure cloud, and etc. So make sure to use this opportunity of getting from the most talented trainer, that is Ajit. And I hope you all will enjoy this free session, which is based on the knowledge and which is also required for your future benefits. Now, I would like Mr. Ajit to take over the webinar and start his session. Thank you, Mr. Ajit. We are glad you to be here.
Thank you, ma'am. So I welcome you all. So I hope my voice is audible, guys. Yes, just give me confirmation so that I can proceed. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, that is fine. So, so good evening to everyone. So I truly appreciate you taking time to be here and showing interest to learning something new at the beginning of this year. So I wish you all very happy new year with the new learnings. Okay. So today we will discuss what is the agenda for 3-day and I will the today discussion how we're going to proceed. Okay, great guys. So happy New Year all. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, just provide me confirmation guys if my screen is visible to you. Okay. Thanks guys. Thanks. Okay, we will proceed further. So now what is the agenda for discussion guys? Okay, so I will walk you where we are going to cover in these 3 day sessions. Okay, and later part I will break day by day, right? So here, so this is the 3 day session. Okay, this is 3 days. Okay, any question guys? Okay, no questions. Okay, I will give the permission guys. Okay, so no worries, guys. Okay, do not worry about this as of now. Okay, I will give the what are the right, what are the tools required to install, right? What are the software we need to install? All these things I will be brief about this. Okay, but just concentrate, right? I'm expecting some concentration from your side. Okay, and we will understand what is the agenda, how we are going to proceed for this next 3 days. Okay, and what are the requirement is required, guys. Okay, for this to right hands-on sessions. These sessions will be hands-on. Okay. Wait. Yes, yes. This training video will be available, guys. Okay, I will take your doubts, okay, in between or at the last of the sessions. Okay, but what we are going to understand, what we are going to cover in these sessions, and what are the software required. Okay, I will provide all these things. Okay, to you guys. Okay, how we are going to set up this environment, how we can start the coding. Okay, so do not worry about this all these things. Okay, we have to focus as of now. So what will the agenda for this discussion and what is the breakdown, right, day by day. So we will proceed further. Okay, so if any question guys, so later part I will take your doubt. Okay, do not worry about this, right? As of now, anything, just I need your concentration, full concentration, so that I can. Yes, the recording will be available, guys. Okay, recording will be given to you guys, notes will be given to you. Do not worry about this. Okay, so I will provide all these sessions to you guys. Okay, so that you can practice and you can access this. Okay? So I'm expecting some concentration, guys. Okay, so you can focus mode. Okay, and we'll going to understand what are the things we are going to understand. Breakdown of these 3 day sessions. Okay, so let's proceed further. So guys, you can see here. Okay, the most of the learners has requested, right, learning for AI, right, get started with the AI learning, right, because there is a need of this learn this AI, right, for the business, for the work, right. There are lots of opportunity in the market going on currently on the AI side, because every business, right, they want to switch on their all the solution on the generative AI, agentic AI, right, to be implemented to make it this most right robust, right, applications for the day-to-day applications, save their productivity, right, boost their productivity, save their time, all these things, right. So there everyone is interested to learn, right, and that is the reason you all guys here to learn, understand the AI, right. So here I will break down, guys. Okay, I will break down what we are going to proceed day by day. So this is the 3 day sessions. Okay, if required we can extend later. Okay, but this is the 3 day session in continuous. Okay, today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. The first day, right? First day, what we are going to understand? So we are going to understand what is the AI. Okay, just a brief about this AI, not in details. Okay, what is this AI? Okay, and its branches of this AI. Okay, yeah. Then we are going to understand. Okay, so once this we understood this, what is the AI, which is what are the different branches of AI. Then we are going to understand what are the different LLMs. Okay, what is large language model. Today's agenda for his discussion is the large language model, guys. Okay, what is the large language model? Okay, and then we are going to proceed with this. Right, integration. Okay, what is the large language model? We are going to understand. Then we are going to understand how we can hands-on practice. Okay, hands-on practice on different LLM models. Okay, we can call as the LLM models. Okay, then we are going to learn hands-on practice. Okay, hands-on practice using different platform. Okay, so we are going to use it the different platforms such as, okay, we are using the Grok, we are using the AWS. Okay, and then we are using the different LLMs from this OpenAI, Google, Gemini, right? So we are using the right this all these different LLM models. Okay, so here hands-on practice we are going to utilize with the AWS SageMaker. Okay, so for this hands-on practice we are going to utilize this AWS SageMaker and AWS Bedrock. Okay, so we are going to utilize this AWS Bedrock services, and this is the agenda for this today discussion. Okay, and how we can implement this, how can integrate this different LLMs, hands-on practice using the AWS SageMaker notebook and AWS Bedrock services, different LLM models. Okay, so this is the day one agenda. Okay, so day two, what we'll do? So in the day two, we are going to understand RAG architecture. Okay, what is the RAG architecture? Very famous, most of the industry. It's all the project, right? Most of the project we are going to build using the RAG architecture. We are going to understand what is the RAG architecture from the scratch, and then we are going to build one project case. Okay, so we are going to build this project building with the RAG architecture. Okay, day two, project building using a RAG architecture. Okay, end-to-end project case. Okay, it should be end-to-end project within the RAG architecture. How can build this RAG architecture project for the one of the medical or you can say banking domain. Okay, and then we are going to deploy this project. Okay, so we are going to, so day three we are going to deploy this project on the cloud. Okay, so day three we are going to deploy this project on Azure cloud. Okay, Azure cloud means you are getting is understanding of the, you can see in the day one we are getting the understanding from the AWS cloud, AWS SageMaker, AWS Bedrock services. In the day three we are getting the understanding of the Azure cloud. Okay, Azure services, how we can deploy this project. Then we are going to understand how we can monitor and CI/CD action. Okay, CI/CD action, how we can trigger the CI/CD action and monitoring. Okay, okay, monitoring, and how we can auto scale, right? How can handle the traffic. Okay, how can handle the traffic, right? Traffic management. Okay, so this is the day three agenda. Day three. So I hope this is the pretty much clear, guys. What we are going to proceed, right? According to day wise, right? So this is a 3-day session. First day we are going to understand what is the AI, what are the different branches. This is just a brief we are going to understand. Okay, then we are going to understand what is the LLM models. We are going to hands-on practice using the different platforms, how we can integrate, how can utilize the different LLM models. Okay, then we are going to hands-on practice using this AWS SageMaker and AWS Bedrock services, guys. Okay, very important, which is utilized in the industry. Okay, in day two session, what we'll do? So we are going to understand what is the RAG architecture end to end. Then we are going to build one of the project. Okay, in the RAG architecture. So this project should be industry ready, guys. Okay, production ready project will be there. And this is the day three. We are going to proceed the deploy this project in the Azure cloud, and then we are going to monitor how we can prepare the CI/CD action, monitoring, handle the traffic. Okay, this is the agenda for 3-day session, guys. Okay, so now, right. So we will proceed further understanding what is the AI, right? So for next 15 minutes, guys. Okay, so just focus on next 15 minutes. So we require for some attention here, because if you are asking the question now, so everyone gets right the doubt, right? So just focus on this. If I will give the time, guys. Okay, so do not worry about this, right? I will take your all the doubts. Okay, but as of now, okay, just focus on understanding the things, right? So can I ask the question? It's the chart and the report. Yes, yes. This look. Okay, this recording will be available, guys. Okay, on the right YouTube channels. Okay, YouTube channel. Okay, and you can ask the questions over the chat. Okay, so that is the things. Okay, so do not worry about this notes recordings. I will provide this. We will provide this. Okay, to you guys. Okay, so any questions so far? No. Okay, all right. Great, guys. So what we'll do, so we'll proceed further. Okay, I can't join via computer. Okay, you can retry login. Okay, okay. So same link, guys. Okay, actually, this is the I believe this is the some right maximum limit. Okay, 100 student can join at a time. So that is the reason you cannot join from this another device. Okay, that is the issue. Okay, so no worries. Okay, you join through mobile. That is fine. Okay, that is for this session. We can practice on later part. Okay, okay, all clear. Yeah, yeah, we'll discuss, right? The for this prerequisite for this session, okay, guys, is nothing. Okay, just we have to have the basic understanding of the Python. Okay, that is sufficient. What are the required, right? I will taking care of this. Okay, what are the required things? I will be taking this sessions itself. Okay, all right. So we will proceed proceed further. Okay. So now, guys, okay, I will brief about this artificial intelligence for this services. Yeah, cost related to info this service. Okay, so we'll discuss about this. Okay, what are the cost related all these stuffs we are going to do. Yes, yes, we are going to build the chatbot application, guys. Okay, we are going to build the chatbot application in the RAG architecture using the RAG architecture. Okay, so now you can concentrate, guys. Okay, do not ask any questions as of now. Whenever I give the chance, we have to ask this question. Okay, so let's proceed further. So now we are going to understand what is this AI. Okay, so we are going to understand what is the AI. In the AI, guys, okay, so this is the AI, nothing but the artificial intelligence. Okay, in the artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial intelligence. So guys, here is a two terms. Okay, if you observe clearly, okay, carefully. So there is a two terms involved in this. Okay, what is the first term? It is artificial. Okay, first term is the, it is saying that it is some artificial. Okay, okay, this first term is artificial. What is the meaning of this artificial? Right? So artificial is nothing but the some synthetic, or you can say as a man-made. Yes, it is a some, you can say as a man-made, or you can say as a some synthetic, right? So some we have generated, right? Synthetic. Okay, artificial is nothing but some synthetic or man-made things, right? So we have created with the help of, let's suppose we can call it the created by human. Okay, we can say by created by human using data, or you can say some code, or you can say program. Okay, you can call it the code, data, program. Okay, or you can say algorithm. Okay, we can say the some algorithm also, some statistical mathematical algorithm. Okay, by applying this statistical or scientific, right? By applying this, apply statistical. Okay, or we can say by applying the statistical, or you can say mathematical. Okay, we are going to apply the statistical or mathematical technique or algorithm. Okay, so statistical mathematical technique, or you can say algorithm. Okay, so this is the about the artificial things. Okay, so now what is the intelligence? Okay, what is the intelligence? Yes, you can say intelligence is nothing but the right ability to, we can say it is the ability to think, right? So we are going to, what is the intelligence? Nothing but the, okay, ability to think, reason. Okay, ability to think, reason, and decide. Okay, ability to think, reason, and decide. Okay, or like you can say similar to how this woman is, right? Similar to similar how woman solve the problem or think, right? Right. So what we are doing, so we are creating some artificial, right? Man-made, synthetic, right? So this is the some intelligence. Okay, we are going to create some intelligence. Okay, we can create this some intelligence in the machine. Okay, so ability to think or reason or decide. Okay, like human, as a human, right? We are think, we can process, we can process the input, and we can write, so some do the tasks, right? We can perform some tasks, right? Likewise, we are going to make some artificial, right? We are going to create some artificial intelligence, and we are going to apply this in the machine, right? So you can see we are going to create this artificial intelligence, and we are going to apply this in the machine, right? We are going to apply in the machine, and that is called artificial intelligence. Okay, we are going to apply in the machine. Let me remove this color. We are going to apply this in machine, right? Or program or computer, right? We are going to apply in the machine, right? Any program, by creating the program, right? By creating the algorithm, by creating the statistical technique. Okay, and we are going to apply this artificial creative intelligence in the machine. Okay, so now can I mention this as AI is a, okay, so can I define this AI as a, okay, AI is nothing but the human made system or machine, right? Human made, right, system or machine. We can mention as system or machine, right? We are going to call as the system or machine that can think, right? That can think, learn, right? That can think, learn, and make a decision based. Okay, it will going to make a decision. Yeah, it is going to make a decision like a human, right? So this is called artificial intelligence, right? So if you go further, okay, so I can write in the simple also. Okay, so it is the, can say, ability to machine, right? It is the ability, right? Ability of machine, okay, ability of this machine to mimic, okay, human intelligence, okay, human intelligence. All right, so this is the how we can understand this AI, break down this AI definition. Okay, so guys, now you can see we understood, right, what is this artificial intelligence, right? In the very short, we try to understand what is the artificial intelligence. Now there is a multiple branches, right? There is a multiple, right, sub sections of this AI. Okay, so now we can see, okay, before proceeding, let me check any doubt. Okay, we will to build the chatbot kind. A team is also kind of, yeah, machine, right? You can see, yes, now it is making some smart application in the AI ATM also, right? ATM is just we have the program, guys. Okay, the Python program we have implemented there, and based upon the logic, right, it is going to work. Okay, I will showcase in the Python classes. Okay, generally I will give this example, very best example in the Python. Okay, but now you can see we are adding some more intelligence in the ATM machine also. Okay, so now you can see what is the AI, guys. Okay, we understood in the AI in the very, okay, in the very broad perspective. Okay, now you can see if you go into the breakdown of this AI, right? So this is the AI breakdown. You can say the AI, the subset of AI which helps in, guys. Okay, the subset of AI which helps in the making some decisions or making some predictions. Okay, the subset of AI we can say as a, okay, or branch of AI which helps into making some decisions, okay, or some predictions. Okay, so it helps in making some decision or predictions. Okay, the subset of AI which makes helps in, right, making decision and predictions, and that comes as a which branch, guys? Okay, that comes as a which branch? This is the traditional AI, guys. Okay, this is called traditional AI or class, right? Traditional AI, or you can say it is a predictive AI, right? It is called the predictive AI, correct? This is the which helps this the subset of branch, okay, which helps in the making decision and making the predictions. We can call it the traditional AI, predictive AI. Okay, so in that case, what we'll do, we are going to do. So if you see here, so we are making some predictions. Okay, with the help of this, right, AI, we are making some predictions. Okay, the prediction, we are going to make some decisions, right? We are going to make some decisions. Okay, we are making some decisions, and then we are going to some also, right? We are going to make some classifications. Okay, so right, so how we are going to make decisions, classification, prediction based upon this, the data patterns, guys. Okay, based upon the by learning the data, right? First of all, we have to learn, right? We have to machine has to learn, right? So machine can learn the data and its pattern. Okay, machine is going to learn the data and its pattern. Okay, first of all, it should learn this, then it should be okay data patterns, or can say data trends. Okay, learn, analyze. Okay, you can mention as, and then based upon that, it will going to make a decisions, make a predictions and classifications. Okay, so for that purpose, guys. Okay, so in this field, okay, in this field, we required some technique, right? We this is the some we required some. You can see in the right, we have the fields, right? In this, right, where we are making some prediction, decision, classification. So we have the field like here, machine learning will be there, right? So machine learning will be there in the traditional machine AI, right? So machine learning applications, okay, machine learning applications will be there. Some NLP applications will be there, okay, natural language processing, okay, natural language processing, some textual data, right? So whenever you are dealing with the processing, some textual data, so we have this natural language processing, okay, natural language processing, NLP, sorry. Okay, natural language processing. Okay, we can generally call as the NLP, and the machine learning we can call as the ML in the short. Okay, then we have the deep learning also, right? NLP, deep learning. Okay, deep learning will be there, right? Deep learning will be there, right? So this is the comes under this traditional machine learning case. Okay, machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, right? So I'm not going to this, okay, in details. Okay, so this is the very details. You can have the regression problem in the machine learning, classification problem, clustering problem. In the natural language, we have the different reprocessing, right? And then tokenization, representation, and model building using the different algorithms, naive Bayes, SVM. Okay, in the deep learning, we have the different algorithms. We have the ANN, RNN, LSTM, CNN. Okay, these are the comes under the classical. Okay, machine. This is the classical traditional AI. Okay, so then we have this another kind of AI, guys. Okay, there is another branch of AI. Okay, subset of AI we can call as the which helps in, okay, which helps in so making some create the new content, guys. Okay, so it is helps in the create some. Okay, so you can see which helps in making or creating. Okay, which helps in the making or creating new content. Okay, which helps in something new, or you can say generating something new. Okay, creating or generating something new. Okay, generating something new. Okay, we are going to generate something new, and then the birth of this new field, you can say the birth of new field is the generative AI. Okay, generative AI, right? Or you can call it the create AI also, right? So generative AI, or you can say create AI. Okay, so this is the birth of this new field. Okay, so here what we are doing to do. So here, if you see, okay, in this field, we are going to create something, right? We are going to create or generate, right? We are going to generate. Oh, okay, or we are going to create some new thing, new content. Okay, we are going to create some new content. Okay, so this content, right? So we are going to create this content, new content synthetically, right? Synthetic data or information you can mention as a synthetic data or content, right? We are mentioning as the data, content, or information, right? Some data, content, or information. How we are going to create this, right? Data or information? Yes, we are going to create this data and information with the help of data can be, right, it can be anything. Let's suppose it can be text data we can create, right? We can generate the code, right? We can generate the code, then we can generate some images, right? So we can generate some images, right? So we can generate some speech audio data, right? So we can generate some audio data, so we can generate the video data, right? Right, video data. Okay, so now guys, see, if you closely observe these things, okay, if you observe these things, okay, so generation of this, text. Okay, it can be anything, guys. Okay, we are writing some asking this question to the LLM models, right? Chat GPT and all this, right? We can generate this text code, right? We can debug this. Okay, then for this, we are asking some of the applications or tasks like a generate image, right? So while generating this LLM, right, we can generate the text code. We are using the LLM, okay, LLM models. Okay, we are going to going to see this LLM model, different LLM models, and while generating this image, audio. So this there also we are going to use the LLM model, guys. Okay, but this LLM model having the multi-model capability. Okay, so you can say whenever you have to generate the image, audio, this is the LLM model. You can solve the multi-model. Okay, multi-model LLM. Okay, it is some capability. We are adding some capabilities which can have this generate the image, audio, video, speech data, right? Anything. And synthetic data we can mention, right? So this is the LLM, right? This is the simple LLM. We can say you don't have the multi-model capability. It has only text generation capacity. Okay, this LLM is divided into different category we are going to see. Okay, but this LLM, whenever we are applying for the text code, okay, you can utilize this LLM models, okay, for this text generation. But whenever we are generating some video, audio, processing the video, audio data, then we have the multi-model LLM we can call. The agenda of discussions today is, guys, this one, right? We are going to understand this LLM models. Okay, what are the different LLM models? What are the capability? Okay, and then we are going to understand, okay, how we can implement this LLM models. Okay, so this is the agenda for today's discussion. We are going to understand in the generative field, we are going to understand this LLM models. Okay, how we can, what are the different LLM models, then how we can integrate with the help of different platforms. Okay, but now we can see there is one field, guys. Okay, one more field here. Okay, if you see here, okay, this field, okay, we as of now we just understood two fields, right? So this is the field, right? The subset of AI which helps making the decision and prediction. We can call it the traditional AI, predictive AI. In this, we are making some prediction, decision, classification by learning the data patterns, analyzing the data, right? So in that, generally we learn this machine learning, right? In this, we are going to learn this machine learning, natural language, deep learning, and for that purpose, guys, okay, for that purpose, we require some statistical knowledge also, right? We are going to understand this statistical knowledge also required. Some Python coding will be required, right? Some coding will be required as a, I suppose mostly we are in the AI field as a Python coding. Okay, so Python coding will be required. Some statistical knowledge will be required. Statistical technique will be required. Okay, so this is the general we learn in the traditional machine learning. Okay, traditional AI. Okay, then we will start with this, right? The next field, the AI, right? Subset of AI which helps in the creating some new content, right? New something new, right? You can call it generative AI, creating, right? So here we are going to create this some synthetic data. I will take your dog, guys. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, I will. So let me go back. So any questions? No, data structure is okay. In the data structure, Python, right? In the Python data structure will be required. Okay, not completely data structure. Okay, in depth. Okay, so what are the Python, right? We have the data in different types. Okay, list, tuple, dictionary. Okay, so this will be sufficient. Okay, for this learning and implementation also. I don't have this knowledge on the data structure, guys. Okay, still I'm working more than 6 years, total 9 years in the AI field. Okay, so it's not mandatory, right? Data structure is completely different. Okay, so you can have this only Python knowledge. In the Python, we have the different data types, right? We are going to learn this. Okay, so yeah, so I have zero knowledge in the AI, feeling full confused. Okay, no worries, guys. Okay, I'm just confused, right? I'm giving this one by one, right? One by step. What is the AI, right? What is the different branches of AI, and then what is the what we are going to discuss today? Okay, so if you feel okay, do not get confused. Okay, overthink. Okay, about this, just understand, flow with, be with flow. Okay, so we'll understand, break down the step by step. Okay, later part we will discuss in the more details. Okay, hands-on practice. Okay, do not worry about as of now. So what is LLM models actually refer to? Okay, we are going to understand. Okay, what is this subset of AI? It is the specific application. Okay, so LLM is what you can understand, right? LLM is the this is a we are utilizing the generative AI, right? We are creating some new content, right? We are going to understand. This is LLM model comes under the generative AI field. Okay, so we are going to understand. We are going to build this. Okay, so do not worry. So I will explain this in details. What is the LLM models? Okay, so let me go back. Is there any advanced programming learn to? No, guys. Okay, just Python program is sufficient for learning this. Okay, so Python program will be sufficient for this. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we understood these two things, right? So what is this AI? Then we understood what is the branch of AI, right? The branch is the traditional, right? We are helping making decision prediction. Okay, so you can understand the traditional AI. We are making the predictions. Okay, we are using the machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, some statistical and coding as a Python coding. Okay, and then we are the second field, right? We are this field will be helpful for the creating new content, generating something new. It is called generative AI or create AI. In this, we are going to create new content, guys. Okay, new information, new data, synthetically we are going to generate. And for that generation purpose, we require the LLM model, guys. Okay, so for this generation purpose, we are required this LLM models. Okay, and there is another field, guys. Okay, there is another field. Okay, so this field will be helpful for making some thinking. Okay, so this is the field, okay, which helps in making some thinking, planning. Okay, we can say we are making as a thinking, planning purpose. Okay, making thinking, planning, or you can say action. Okay, so we are going to perform some action also. And this is the field, the new birth of new field is going to, we can call as the agentic AI. So this is the birth of, whenever we have to create some, we have to process, we are going to process, think, we have to break down into planning, and we have to perform some action, guys. Okay, in the agentic AI, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn this AI agent and this agentic frameworks. Okay, so we are going to understand what is the AI agent. Okay, so AI agent and then agentic framework. Okay, what is the different AI agent versus agentic AI. Okay, agentic AI. Okay, and then we have the different in this field, guys, we have the different framework. Okay, so we are for multi-agent. Okay, so we are having the different frameworks. Okay, so we have this land graph. Okay, lang chain, preview AI. Okay, preview AI. Then we are going to understand this artisan. Okay, in the agentic AI, guys. Okay, so this is the artisan, agno. Okay, phi data will be there. Okay, these are the different framework will be there to learn this agentic AI. Okay, so this is how, guys. Okay, this is the, just I have given the brief about it. Okay, if you want to write about this, in depth syllabus, I have this depth syllabus also here. Okay, if you see here, so just I have walked you through the high level syllabus. Okay, and this is the artificial intelligence syllabus I generally take in these classes. Okay, so now I can say this is the syllabus, whole syllabus for the artificial intelligence. Okay, in the whole AWS and Azure cloud. So we are going to understand this Python. Okay, advanced Python, pandas, numpy. Okay, then we are going to understand statistical learning, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, generative and agentic AI also in this course. Okay, and what are the cloud services we are going to cover on the Azure side, Azure and AWS side, and this is the project we are going to cover up. Okay, so in this course. Okay, so if you go to the syllabus now, we'll understand what are the the things I have covered in the very depth. As of now, I'm not able to go through all the possible. We can see, I will share this link. We can go through it. You can understand what is the content in this course content. Okay, okay, and you can see this is the for the generative, this is the for the artificial intelligence. Okay, so likewise we have created this whole content. What should you learn? Okay, you can learn by yourself, you can learn through the any course, guys. Okay, but what is the how we can start learning, what are the topics, what are the things I need to cover in this generative and agentic AI? I have given the breakdown. Okay, complete breakdown, this how you can start with, how can understand the different the topics. Okay, so this is the breakdown I have provided. I will provide this link to you guys. Okay, you can just go through it and what's covered in the detailed syllabus. Okay, in this artificial intelligence, if you want to learn this artificial, you can refer the syllabus and you can learn this, start learning this. Okay, so this is for artificial and this is for generative AI. Okay, syllabus. Okay, and if you feel, guys, okay, if you I will generally come. Okay, you can learn by your own. Okay, with new year. Okay, start learning. And if you feel, if you can join this course, okay, upcoming my batches here, you can see there is some batches also going to come, and for this artificial intelligence. Okay, you can see here is the upcoming batch is the 5th of January, Monday to Saturday. This is the time 7:45 to 9:15. And this is the WhatsApp community, guys. You can have this WhatsApp community. I will share this link to you guys. Okay, so you can try join this, or any update related to the course content, any further the further sessions about this. So I'm going to provide this link, so do join this group also. It will be helpful for any update related to community sessions or class or jobs. Okay, so you'll find through this link. Okay, so this is the link. You can join this WhatsApp community, and this is also for this project. You can join this community. Most of the levels not join this link. Okay, so I'm recommended, guys. Okay, you can join this, and you can right, get the update regarding the next batch, okay, and next update, okay, any job update, or you can say any class update, okay, we'll provide through this WhatsApp community links. So do join community links, okay. So now we'll proceed further, guys, okay. If you have any questions, no questions, I will proceed further, okay. All right, no questions. Okay, okay, all right, guys. So now we are going to proceed further. Okay, we are going to understand this LLM models. What is the LLM models, and then we are going to proceed with this. Okay, what is this? What is the capability of agent? This LLM model, what will do? What it has capability, right? So we are going to understand this. Okay, so now, okay, guys, see here. So now I have just break down this AI, right? Initially we understood what is the artificial intelligence, high level, right? We are applying some human-made, right, synthetic intelligence in the machine, right? So that machine can understand decision like a human, right? So this is called artificial intelligence in the high level. Okay, and then we are going to understand this is the three levels, right? Three branches of this AI. We have the right the AI, the subset of AI which helps you making the decision prediction. We can call it the traditional AI, predictive AI. This is the creating new content, generating something new. You can call it generative AI, and some thinking, planning, action purpose. We are going to use the agentic AI. Okay, so now guys see. So in this generative AI, we are going to understand what we are going to understand today. We are going to understand what is the LLM, right? We are going to understand what are the LLMs now, and we are proceed further. Okay, so any question before start? You can see there are some questions, and we'll get the WhatsApp links. Okay, only image is accessible. Okay, unable to get this link. Okay. Let me provide this link also. No worry. Okay, you can see this is the link, guys. Okay, you can check out this link. I hope you can once you open this now, join this chat. Okay, you can click on the join this chat. We'll get this join this group. Okay, all right. Okay, link is accessible. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, guys. If you have the right question, if you have any other question, guys, I will take later part. If you have any questions as of now, what I'm discussing, if you have any questions, you can post here in this chat box. That is fine. But if you have any other doubt, now I will give the time. Okay, we'll discuss on this part. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll proceed further. Okay. If you have related question, any related question to topic, you can drop in the chat box. I will see. Okay. But if you have a little, right. Yeah, you can drop your chat right, in the chat box. Okay, if you have related question, you can drop in the chat box. Okay. No, do not worry about this AGI, guys. Okay. So as of now, we are not we are going to plan the more sessions, guys. Okay. If you discuss the rest of the things now, it will not helpful for others, right? So it's a waste of time, right? As of now. Okay. So Shokar, right? I will give the permission to talk you later part. Okay. As of now, I am not giving. Okay. But you can drop your in the chat box. Okay. Okay, all right. So guys, we'll proceed further. Okay, so now what we'll do, so we understood what is the agenda, okay, how we are going to proceed. So now we are going to understand this LLM model, right? What is the LLM models? Okay, guys, I need your focus, okay? So need your focus. Do not worry about this rest of the things. I will take all the doubt, guys, okay? So what is the LLM models? Okay, so large language models. Okay, this is called large language models. Okay, this is called large language model. Okay, so now guys see there is a three terms. Okay, in this there are the three terms. Okay, a large is there. We are going to understand what is the large meaning. Okay, we are going to understand what is the large meaning here. Okay, later part. Then we as of now we are going to focus on the language model, guys. Okay, what is the language model? Okay, as of now we are going to focus on only language model. Okay, later part we are going to understand this large. Okay, so now you can see this is the language model, guys. Okay, so you can see. Let me remove this. Okay, so now we are going to understand as of now what is the language. Okay, the language is nothing but the guys we have the different languages, right? We have the different languages. We have the English language, right? And other language also, right? We have English and other languages out there. Okay, so let's suppose there is one scenario. Okay, so here I love reading. Okay, I love reading. So here, guys, we can say we can understand as a human, we can understand this is the English language. Okay, so machine cannot understand what is this language. Okay, so we have to add some, we have to build some algorithm so that machine can understand, right? A machine can predict this. Okay, so you can say, let's suppose Identify the language. Okay, there is a problem statement. Identify language. Okay, identify the language. Let's suppose we can, let's suppose there is another questions on this. Okay, so what is the sentiment about this language? Okay, what is the sentiment about this language? Okay, what is the sentiment? This is the, I love reading is the positive sentiment. We can understand easily, right? What is this language? Right, this is the some questions. Okay, let's suppose I need to predict the next word. I love dash. Okay, I love dash. Okay, so this is the, let's suppose I want to predict the next word. Okay, so next word, what is the word had the blank? Okay, next word predictions. Okay, so these are the some language, guys. Okay, this can be English language or rest of the language. Okay, so we have to, right, as of now, if you learn this English language, we are able to understand, right? But let's suppose there is some language we are not able to learn, right? We not learn, so we are not able to understand it, right? So this how, guys, machine also, right? Machine also not able to understand, right? So initially, right? But whenever we are going to train this, okay, different languages to the machine, machine can understand. So for that purpose, guys, okay, for that purpose, what will require? Okay, so for that purpose, we require some training, right? So we have to write the program, right? So we can see the machine, we have to write the program. Okay, so we have to write a program of some algorithm. Okay, we have to write the some computer program. Okay, or we can say some computer program, we can say, or some algorithm. Okay, we are going to develop. Okay, so that what we'll do, so this develop algorithm. Okay, so what will do, it will going to understand. Okay, it will going to understand human language. Okay, it will going to understand human language. Okay, it will going to understand the human language, and it will going to predict the human language. Okay, it will understand and predict the human language. Understand and predict the human language. Okay, for learning purpose, guys. Okay, for understanding purpose, we have to learn, right? So you can see here there is understand, right? This is the keyword here, understand. For this understand purpose, we have to learn, right? Machine has to learn, right? So you can see the machine has to learn something for understanding purpose, right? We have to learn. What will going to learn? It will going to learn this. Okay, it will going to learn. Okay, what it will going to learn? So it will going to learn this. Okay, what are the different patterns in the language? Okay, it will going to read. Okay, or you can say understand. It will going to read and understand. Okay, it will going to understand this huge corpus of sentence. Huge corpus of word. You can say words, or you can mention as a sentence. Okay, it is going to understand this huge corpus of words. Okay, sentence, or it will going to learn this, right? It will going to learn the words meaning, patterns. Okay, it will going to learn word meaning, patterns. Okay, so it will it. So what is the meaning? And then you can see in these things, guys. Okay, it will going to understand the word meaning locally, globally. What is the meaning of this word in the locally, in the context, right? It will go into word meaning is nothing but this. Okay, this is the word meaning, nothing but you can say it is a local meaning, you can say. Okay, or you can say global meaning of this word, or you can say contextual meaning of this word. Okay, that is very important. Okay, then we can say we can understand the grammatical structure. Okay, we are going to understand grammatical structure of the language. Okay, how the right we are writing this English language, different language. Okay, so for that purpose also we require some grammatical structure to understand, right? Some grammatical structure, okay, how to construct this, right? So then it will going to understand the grammar, word meaning, the context, right? The relation between the words, right? So you can say grammar, or you can say the we can say a relation between the words. Okay, relation between the words, relation between the words, like, right, the how we can write the subject, right? Subject, verb, and object, right? All these things, right? So for that purpose, right, so we have to understand this, okay, very details, and we have to add this capability. So by learning this, guys, okay, by learning this, we are going to add the capability in the machine. Okay, we are going to, by learning this, we can say, okay, sorry. Okay, by learning this, what we are going to do, So we are adding this capability, right? We are adding manually, we are going to add this capability in the machine. Okay, we are adding this, the capability in machine, or you can say in the system, so that it will going to make the prediction, guys. Okay, what will do this capability, right? This, with the help of this capability, what will it will do? So it will going to make some predictions. Okay, and result what we are getting. So it will going to we are going to add this capability, right? It will going to understand, or it is going to identify. Okay, it will going to identify, understand, right? The language, word. Okay, it is going to understand the words. What is the language we are giving, guys? Okay, it is going to understand the words. You can say sentence or language. Okay, it is going to understand this by adding this capability. It is going to understand, and then it will going to predict the next word, fill in the blank. Okay, it will going to predict the next word. Okay, next word, or can say token or sequence, right? You can call it the sequence or sentence. Okay, so you can call it the sequence as a sentence also, right? So it is a capability we are going to. So at the end, guys, okay, I'm going to write here. Okay, at the end, what we are going to get here. So we are going to train, right? So we are going to train this machine. Okay, we are going to train this machine. Okay, we are going to train this machine, or you can say system. Okay, we are going to train this machine, system, or you can say computer. Okay, so on the data, on some data. Okay, we are providing some data, guys. Okay, corpus of data, we can call it the corpus. Okay, some data, and related, right? Related to that particular language, right? Related to that particular language, and based upon that data, it will going to learn and it will start predicting. Okay, so it will go into particular language. Okay, language, and it based upon that learning, it will start the prediction. Okay, so that is how we can going to learn this. Okay, so I hope you got the understanding, guys. Okay, for that purpose, right, to train this, right, to train this, we have to some build some algorithms, right, to train this, to learn, add in some capability, we have to add some, right, we have to develop some mathematical model, guys. Okay, so we have to develop some algorithm. Okay, so we have to develop, okay, develop some program. Okay, we need to develop some program, right? The program can be some mathematical, statistical, right? You can see, so we are going to develop some program, or you can call as the program, you can call as the general as a algorithm also, right? So we are going to develop some program, or you can say algorithm, or you can say the mathematical model. Okay, so we can going to say the some mathematical model. Okay, based upon this program, based upon some algorithm, okay, some technique, we are going to develop this mathematical model to train this, right? To train this, this, right, model, we are going to train this, right, on the machine, right? So we are going to build this, so that what is the end result of this result of this machine? Okay, so we are able to, right, it is able to understand the grammar, right? It will able to understand the grammar, it will able to understand this, the word meaning, global, local, context. Okay, so contextual word meaning, right? So it will going to understand this, all these things. Okay, then at the end, whatever it will going to be, it will going to understand the context, what context this word is reference. Okay, some ambiguity, right? So you can say, and then we can have this relation between the word, right? So this how it is going to understand. Okay, understand the, okay, so now you can see we have just provided some corpus of data. Okay, and this how this is the how we can learn it. It is a language model. Okay, some of the example of language model we can say. Okay, some of the examples of language model. Okay, or I can write the definition of language model here. Okay, I can rewrite the definition of language model here. Okay, what is the language model? As of now, we not understand the large language model. As of now, just we understand language model. Okay, what is the language model? We can say the language model is nothing but the predict the next word. Okay, you can see we are developing the capability in the machine, so that machine can understand. Okay, machine can understand and predict the next word. Okay, so machine can understand, okay, and predict this, predict next word in sentence, or you can say filling the blank. Okay, using learn capabilities. Okay, using the learn capabilities. What is the right? Whatever the learning is happen, okay, from the, okay, text data or text corpus. You can call it the corpus or you can call it the data. Okay, so we are providing some text corpus, some data, and we are going to train this machine, and machine can understand it, start prediction. This is the called language model. Okay, now our discussion, guys. Okay, now our discussion is more on this large language model. Okay, we understood as of now the language model, and there are some examples of language model also. Okay, so I will give the example. I will come to your query. Okay, some example of this language model is nothing but the some n-grams, guys. Okay, n-gram models. Okay, in the n-grams, we are going to utilize some unigrams, bigrams. Okay, bigrams. Bigrams means the two words. We are going to, based upon the two words, we are going to predict the next three words. Okay, next word. Let's suppose trigrams. Okay, so trigrams. So we are getting the three words, and based upon the three words, we are going to predict the next word. Right. So these are the some statistical, right? Some statistical, some right, and some mathematical, right? So these are the unigrams, statistical language models. Okay, statistical. Okay, let me write here. Okay, some statistical language models are there. Okay, statistical language models are there. Okay, and then we have this. These are the different LLM. These are models, right? So language models we can utilize for this predict the next word. Okay, so now we are going to start this. What is the LLM model, guys? Okay, before getting to LLM model, let me see any doubts. Okay, so okay, syllabus link. Okay, okay, didn't get the, please elaborate. Okay, can we say the LLM foundation data is for train the machine? Yes, guys. Okay, so we can say there are the LLMs are there are the three types of, okay. So training is happening in the LLM models. Okay, in the next webinar, guys, possibly I will explain how the LLM are trained. Okay, but you can see I'll just give the brief about this LLM, how they are trained. Okay, and we'll cover in the one of the right webinars. Okay, in the generally I cover in the syllabus. Okay, full batch, but I will give the brief about this. Okay, can we say LLM is the foundation, right? But there is some different training is happened on this LLM models, and based upon that training we can see this LLM are trained. Okay, this was some pre-training is happened. Then we can call it the foundation model. Some supervised data we are providing. It is called supervised fine-tune model. Some reinforcement learning will be there. Some I will explain this part. Okay, no worry. Okay, now you can see, guys. So you can use us if you have any doubt now. You can mention that what is the that what particular topics you not understood. You can mention that so that I will revisit that. Okay, fine. Okay, so we will proceed further. Okay, so now you can see, okay, we understood so far, right? What is the language model, guys? Okay, so pay attention one more time, guys. Okay, I will just brief about this. Okay, what is the language model? So we have the different language, okay, and different languages. As of now, I have taken this only example from the English language. Okay, I love reading. So we need to understand, right? Machine has to understand this language. What is this language? Okay, we have the multiple language also, right? So much we are developing the capability in the machine. Machine can understand this language. As of now, we can understand easily, but machine don't have the capability, right? So we are going to develop the capability in the machine so that machine can understand the language, what is the sentiment of this language, or what is the next word predictions. Okay, so we do machine don't have the capability as of now. Okay, we are going to develop this capability how? By training this machine, right? By understanding these human languages we can say the text data, right? We are predicting that it will going to predict the language, right? What is this which language is there, what is the sentiment, what is the next word. Okay, for this learning what will do, it will in the learning process it will going to understand huge corpus of words, sentence, the meaning, patterns, local, global, contextual, grammars, relation between the words, right? It will going to understand, and we are adding this by learning. We are going to develop this capability in this machine system so that it will understand, identify the next word, language, right? Next word, token, sequence, sentence. Okay, so we are going to say that. Okay, so we are going to develop this machine. We are going to train this machine system computer on the some data related to that particular language, and it will going to make this, right? It is going to understand the grammar, word meaning, context, relation between the words. So this is how we can understand the language models, and these are the example, guys. Okay, some of the language model example. But now you can see our area of interest is the not language model, guys. Okay, our area of interest is the large language models. Okay, so you can see now pay attention. Okay, large language model. Okay, so this is called large language models. Okay, now we are going to understand. Now initially we understood what is the language model. Okay, we understood what is the language models. We are going to develop some mathematical or statistical algorithm program, and so that it will understand the language. But why it is large? Okay, that is very much interesting. Okay, so what we'll do, so we are providing some data, right? In the language model, we are providing some corpus of data, huge data to machine to learn. But why it is called large? Okay, so here you can see, so large is nothing but the, we are going to train this, right? So we are going to train this, okay, this language model. We are going to train this language models, right? We are going to train this language model on the large corpus. Okay, we are going to train on the, okay, so we are going to train these models. We are going to train on large corpus, okay, large text corpus. Okay, we are going to train this on the large text corpus. What is the meaning of large? Okay, what is the meaning of large here? Large is nothing but the, you can say millions of text corpus, or you can say billions. Okay, or you can say this is the trillions also, guys. Okay, we can say the trillions also, right? So we are going to provide this text corpus, words, parameters. Those are millions, those are billions, those can be trillions also. So this is the parameters. Okay, we are calling the, we are going to provide as the parameters or corpus to learn this, right? To learn this language model. Initially, we have this language model, guys. Okay, so we are solving this statistically this problem with the help of ngram, so statistical language model, right? So, but now we are right nowadays. Whenever this chat GPT comes to picture, guys. Okay, so what we did, so they have started learning these language models on the large corpus, millions, billions, and trillions of parameters. Okay, these LLMs models are trained. So in the training, what they have utilized, you can see in the training. Okay, in the training, they have utilized the data, massive data, you can say massive training data. Okay, massive training data. So where, which data? Okay, so we are going to understand which data they have utilized. Okay, so we can say that they have utilized this data, nothing but the some open source, right? So open source data. Okay, some open source data, right? Means over the Wikipedia, okay, over the internet, right? Over the web, right? Over the forums. Okay, so they have utilized this data. It is nothing but the, guys, you can see here. I will take your doubt. Okay, just 1 second. Let me complete this. I will come to back your doubt. Okay, so now you can see. So this is the data, right? So you can see the, we can say the open books, right? Open forums, right? So you can say the book data is there, right? Wikipedia data is there, right? Wikipedia data is there, right? So we can say books, Wikipedia. Then we have this articles, right? Some articles will be there, some codes will be there, right? Open source code, some forums, right? Some the discussion from the forums also, right? Some public forums, right? Public forum discussion, right? Forum discussion. Okay, we are taking this, right? This is the, all the are the web data, available data, right? From the, right? And for the training, guys, okay, so this data is trained, right, using this right, this open source data. And for this training, right, for this training, what we are going to utilize, so we require, right, some GPUs and some TPUs, guys. Okay, for the training purpose, I can write as the training purpose. Okay, for the training purpose, the required the GPUs. Okay, the GPUs, and you can say high computational power, guys. Okay, so high computational power we required providing for the GPUs and TPUs. Okay, so required this training purpose, we require the very high computational power. Okay, very high computational, okay, power. And this power we are with the help of this GPUs, and you can say TPUs. Okay, the GPUs and TPUs, we are utilizing GPUs and TPUs for the training, guys. Okay, this is not a single data, guys. Okay, thousands of data. Okay, say there are the millions and billions of data is there, right? So this data is utilized for the machine to train. Okay, language model to train. That is the reason we are calling as the large language model, guys. Okay, that is the reason we are going to call as the large language models. Okay, so what will do, so this language models, what will do, so then you can say this language models. Okay, so we are going to create this advanced large language model, or can say large language models are trained on this LLMs, are trained. Okay, we are going to say train on huge amount of text, huge amount of text corpus. Okay, we are going the text corpus, or you can say mention the data also, not an issue. Okay, text data. Okay, and what for that purpose, for training purpose, what we have utilized? Okay, so for that training purpose, we have utilized some deep learning algorithm, guys. Okay, so that is the reason deep learning also is important to learn this generative AI. Okay, what is the LSTM, right, RNN and transformer architecture? This is very important, guys. Okay, the deep learning mostly we are utilizing the transformer architecture. Okay, transformer architecture. Okay, transformer architecture, and to understand, you can mention as a to understand this, understand process. Okay, understand, let me write this correctly, understand process. Okay, understand process, or you can say and generate. Okay, and generate purpose, right? It is going to generate the human like language. Okay, it will generate the one like language. So this is trained, guys. Okay, it is a train. Okay, these LLM models are trained on large corpus. So that is the reason. Okay, that is the reason these are able to right understand this, right? Understand, process, and generate some new content, right? So this is the large one, the huge data. Okay, huge amount of text data. So this huge amount of is nothing but we can say already we learn, right? This is the large millions and billions parameters, guys. Okay, millions. You can say billions or even trillions case. Okay, even trillions parameter. I will showcase this. Okay, what is this? Okay, I will showcase this part. And now you can see we understood this. Okay, so you can see simply in the LLM models equal to, we can simply write like this. Okay, LLM models are equal to, okay, LLM models are nothing but the, so we have the initially language model, guys. Okay, LLM model is nothing but the, initially there was the language model. Okay, there was the language model. So what we did, we have utilized the large corpus to train this, right? So we have utilized some huge data in the millions and billions, right? So train this data, and plus we are utilizing the deep neural network size. Okay, so we are using the some deep neural networks to train this. Okay, deep neural networks. Okay, so this how this LLM is come into picture, guys. Okay, and now you can see when this chat GPT is come to picture, then this lots of industry comes attraction towards this LLM models, right? So then the new field and right new field of birth of new field, you can say generative AI. Okay, so everybody is interested to learn this LLMs. What is the LLMs? What is the generative AI? How we can implement this LLMs and generative AI in their business to solve their different use cases. Okay, so this is how these LLM models are there. So now we are going to understand what is the key features, what are the applications, what are the different LLM models. Okay, before that, I will take your doubt if any. Okay. Okay, can we LLMs are foundation data trained in LLM? Okay. From article, yes, Shokat, yes, from the articles, right? From the web, any web data, right? Wikipedia articles, open source books, yes, definitely you can call it, right? So as of now, guys, if you have any doubt now, please do right, post your right in the right. You can chat, you can post your doubt. I will take your doubt. Okay, no worries. Yes, Shokat, you can just post your doubt. I will take your doubt. Okay. I will unmute you at the last. Okay, Shukat. No worry. I will unmute you in the last. Okay, just if you have any doubt now, as of now, you can post in the chat box. I'll give the permission at the last. Okay, you can talk. We can have the discussion. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, guys, see, we are going to understand what is the LLMs. Okay. So we understood what is the LLMs, right? How it is trained, right? So there is a multiple techniques, guys. Okay, for the training purpose. Okay, just I will give the brief about this. Okay, but it will require at least 1 hour to 2 hours, guys. Okay, just understand how this LLMs. Okay, to understand this LLM are trained. Okay, how LLMs are trained. Okay, so it will require some 1 to 2 hour session, guys. Okay, to understand this LLMs are trained. Okay, so I will just brief about this. Okay, so there is a one technique is the pre-training. Okay, sorry, I changed the color. So there is one technique you can call as the pre-training. Okay, and in the pre-training, what is happening? There is another technique, guys. Okay, there is a SFT, supervised fine tuning. And there is another technique, you can say RELHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback. Okay, these are the technique we are going to utilize for this LLM to train. Okay, pre-training, SFT and RLF. Okay, in the pre-training, we are providing this large corpus to data, right? We are providing the unsupervised data. Okay, we are providing some unsupervised data LLM to train. Okay, I will take your doubt. Okay, guys. Okay, just concentrate here. I will take your doubt. Okay, no worry. Okay, so just pre-training. In the pre-training, what to do? So we are going to understand, right? We are providing unsupervised data, right? And we are going to unsupervised data means over the internet, guys. Okay, we are not providing any labels. Okay, this LLM will going to write understand its data. Okay, LLM is going to understand its data, and it will going to right. There is a two technique in the understanding, right? So it is utilize the two techniques. Next word predictions, okay, or next sentence predictions, okay, next word or next sentence prediction. And there is a guys another technique is a mass language modeling. Okay, mass language modeling. Okay, based upon this principle, okay, it is going to predict the next word based upon learn probabilities, learn patterns. Okay, it is going to predict the word next, and a resultant model you can select the foundation model. Okay, we can call it the foundation LLM model. Okay, resultant model. So here, resultant model will be the foundation LLM models. Okay, we are going to provide the unsupervised data, unlabeled data. Okay, unsupervised means unlabeled data. Okay, so we will discuss on this part. Okay, guys, in details in the right. But as of now, this is not a time to discuss on this part. Okay, sorry, got it. Okay, this is the unlabeled data. Okay, without label, right? Unlabeled data will be utilized. What is this unlabeled? I will explain. Okay, in the furthermore. Okay, unlabeled data we are providing means without any labels. Okay, then sometimes what will happen? So once we are going to train this large language model, we are resulting model is the foundation model. Okay, so second type is nothing but the there is a supervised. Okay, supervised fine tuning. So what will do? Initially we are providing the unsupervised data, right? So we are providing the unsupervised data, right? We are providing some unsupervised data. Okay, unsupervised data or unlabeled data. A resultant model we are going to call as the foundation model. Okay, foundation model. Okay, resultant model will be the foundation models. Okay, and then we are providing some further. We are going to train this foundation model, guys. Okay, with the supervised data. Okay, we are going to train this foundation model with some supervised data. Okay, okay. So we are going to train this in the supervised data means we are providing some labels. Okay, we are providing some data with the label supervised data. Supervised data means some label data, guys. Okay, label data. Okay, so label data means let's suppose this is the some text is there. Okay, this is the some text, and we are going to provide this is the sentiment is the positive sentiment. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to provide this is the text is a positive sentence. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to provide this. Let's suppose this is the instead of text, I will going to call it the sentence is there. Let's suppose one sentence is there, and this is the data, guys. Okay, this is the only data, but I'm providing the labels also, right? You can see here. This is the data, and its label is the it is the positive. Okay, this is the sentence is the positive means let's suppose I'm taking this one example. I love reading book. Okay, this is a positive sentence. We are providing the label data. Let's suppose I'm going to provide another sentence or paragraph here. Let's suppose I'm going to paragraph here. Okay, some paragraph, and based upon this paragraph I'm going to summarize it. Okay, so I'm going to provide the summary also of this paragraph. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to provide some paragraph here. Okay, I'm going to provide some paragraph. Okay, I'm going to provide some paragraph, and I'm based upon that I'm going to translate this. Okay, some translation task I'm going to place. Okay, I'm going to provide some how we can translate the another language. I'm going to provide some labels also, right? Label is nothing but the my translation of this paragraph. Okay, so this is how we are going to provide this data. Okay, we are providing some. This is large data, guys. Okay, not a very small data, large corpus of data. We are providing some data, right? It is some positive sentence, negative sentence, some post tagging, NER. Okay, and then we are providing some paragraph. We are going to summary, translation. Okay, positive sentence. Okay, this is how we are going to train this model further. Okay, in the unsupervised training, what we'll do? We are just providing the data. Okay, all the corpus data over the Wikipedia, we are providing the data. Okay, we are not providing any labels. Okay, we are not providing any labels here. Okay, just based upon their two techniques, right? Next word prediction and mass language. Okay, so it will going to understand what is the next word, what is the right mass word at this in the supervised learning, right? So whenever you are going to further train, right? So resultant model will be there. SFT model we can call as the supervised fine tune. Okay, so we are going to call this SFT LLM models. Okay, so we can call it the supervised fine tune model. Okay, we are providing the supervised data now, so that is the reason we are going to call it the supervised fine tune model. Okay, fine tune. LLM model. Okay, supervised fine-tune model. Okay, still now you can see. Okay, this is the second kind of technique, guys. Okay, this is the second kind of technique. So I'm just explaining the overview, guys. Okay, just not in the very much detail. Okay, but little part also. Okay, once the times comes, okay, I will explain the very much details. Okay, but now you can see initially what we did. So we have provided the data, unlabeled data, right? We have provided unlabeled data. Okay, we have provided unlabeled data to the LLM to train, right? So resultant LLM, what we are getting, right? We are getting the foundation LLM, right? So we are getting this foundation LLM. Okay, so foundation LLM has this capability to only to predict the next word, guys. Okay, resultant foundation model, this LLM model has the capability to predict the next word, but it has not capability to follow the instruction. Okay, this is the limitation. Not follow the instruction. Okay, not follow the instruction properly. Okay, not follow the instruction resultant foundation models. We are providing unlabeled data to train this. Okay, large data, guys. Okay, large millions and billions of data we are providing to LLM. And resultant models is the foundation models, and this model, right, not follow the instruction, but these are good at the. These models are good at the prediction the next word. Okay, these models are good at the prediction the next word. Okay, next word predictions. Okay, these models are good at the next word predictions. Okay, next word prediction, but not at the good at the follow the instruction foundation model. Okay, but let's suppose we want to utilize this model for this downstream applications like a summarization, right? Some summarization, text translation, question answering. Okay, let's suppose this is the question. Okay, this is the question, and who is the president of India? I'm providing the answer also, right? So I'm going to train this model for the question answering purpose, summarization task, so that I can utilize this LLM model for the downstream. Okay, so that is the resultant model we are totally we are getting. The resultant model we are getting as a supervised fine-tune model, SFT model, right? So whenever you are providing the label data, right? Whenever you provide the label data, so then resultant model will be the supervised fine-tune models. So we are providing this label data, the question answer and summarization task, this one, right? This one. Okay, resultant model we are getting the supervised fine-tune. Then again we are utilizing this LLM model further fine-tuning. Okay, we are going to fine-tune on this. Okay, so what we'll do, so let's suppose this LLM model, it will give the response. Okay, let's suppose LLM model has given the response. Okay, the response in the for the one question, it is given the let's suppose three response, one A response, response A, response B, and response C. Okay, we are getting this response, multiple response. Okay, so what we'll do, so we are going to rank this result. Okay, so human, right? Human will be there, human will be there. Okay, human feedback will be there. Okay, so what we'll do, human is going to rank this result as a, okay, so it will going to rank this result as a, let's suppose it is a first rank. Okay, answer, right? It is going to rank as the first as a answer 2. It is going to rank, let's suppose it is going to rank this as a second rank. Okay, it is going to see the second rank for the answer 3, and it will going to assign this rank for the answer 1. Okay, so LL has given the 3 answer, guys. L1, L2, L3. Okay, so LL, this woman is giving the feedback. This answer 2 is the rank 1, means it is a more relevant to the user, right? User query. The answer 2 is the more relevant to the user query, and answer 3 is the least relevant to the user query. We are going to human feedback is going to provide, and then it is going to learn, right? It is going to learn. What is it is going to learn? It is going to learn. Okay, in the reinforcement learning, guys. Okay, so it is see. Let's suppose it is going to learn this, right? Let's suppose it is right? It is going to learn this. Okay, and it is going to maximize this. Okay, it is going to maximize, and there is a reinforcement learning in the picture, right? Okay, so this is the reinforcement learning. Okay, reinforcement learning means, let's suppose if the LLM is follow, right? If the LLM models are there, if it is follow the human instruction, right? Human feedback. Okay, human instruction or human feedback, it is able to follow, then it will going to maximize this learning. Okay, it will going to maximize as a reward. Okay, we'll get this reward. Okay, it will get in the reward, and it objective is to maximize this reward. Okay, objective is to maximize the reward. Okay, and minimize. Let's suppose LLM is not follow this human feedback. Okay, it is not able to follow the human feedback, then it will going to penalize. Okay, we are going to penalize this. We are going to penalize this, and then it will going to minimize. Okay, this penalty should be minimum. Okay, it will going to what is the penalty it is getting? It should be minimize this penalty. What is the rewards means? Rewards means nothing but it is able to follow this, right? This woman has given feedback, and it is able to follow this instruction correctly. Then it will going to maximize this reward. Okay, so that it will going to follow this human feedback very accurately, and this is called reinforcement learning, guys. Okay, this is called reinforcement learning. In the LLM is able to follow this instruction for the human. Okay, what this response as per the human needs or not. Okay, yeah, as per the human preference or not. So we have to maximize this, and this is the maximize this reward and minimize this penalty, and then birth of this reinforcement learning will be there, and then we can say the resultant model will be the reinforcement learning, right? So resultant model will be the reinforcement learning from the human feedback. Okay, so this is how we learn. Okay, in the very high level, guys. Okay, okay, we learn this. Okay, these are the LLMs are trained on the three techniques. Okay, what is the three techniques? The pre-training, a resultant model will be the foundation model. Then SFT means we are providing this supervised data. In the pre-training, we are giving the unlabeled data. In the supervised fine-tuning, we are giving the labeled data, and the reinforcement learning, we are providing the human feedback so that LLM can learn further. Okay, as per the response is how helpful for the human, right? How so as per the human preferences, right? So it is how this LLM are trained on these three techniques. Okay, then apart from this, guys, we can train this. Okay, we can train furthermore this LLMs for our understanding purpose. Okay, we are going to train this our domain specifically. Suppose this LLM we want to train. Okay, this is the LLM is pre-trained with the help of some LLMs are there, which is only on this pre-train, and this is called the resultant foundation model. It will not follow the instruction, but it will only follow. It has capability to predict the next one. But resultant this supervised fine tuning, what we are doing? So we are creating this LLM for the downstream application. Okay, summarization, question answering. Okay, so that is called supervised fine tuning, and then the reinforcement learning is nothing but we are training this LLM model furthermore with the help of human feedback. Then it is called reinforcement learning. Okay, this is how reinforcement learning. This is the already we are getting this LLM model. Okay, from the different vendors, different company. But now let's suppose we have to downstream. We have to fine tune LLM. Okay, we have to fine tune this LLM models. Okay, how do we fine tune? There is a parametric efficient fine tuning is there. Okay, there is a full training will be there. Okay, but why full training is not work, I will explain. Okay, well, there is a full parametric training, full parameter. Okay, full parameter training will be there, but we will not prefer this. Okay, then we are using the parameter efficient training, we can call it the PEPT. Okay, parameter efficient training we are going to utilize as a, we can call it the PEPT. In the PEPT we are going to utilize this LoRa. Okay, we are going to utilize this LoRa, low rank adaptation, and we are going to utilize this QLoRa, right? QLoRa. Okay, so this how we can go into custom, right? So we are going to custom this fine tuning. Okay, guys, we are going to custom fine tuning as per the domain, guys. Okay, we are going to fine tune as per our domain specific. Let's suppose there is a medical domain, there is a terminology different. LLM not able to understand. In that case, we have to go for the fine tuning of this LLM model in the PEPT, parameter efficient fine tuning, LoRa and QLoRa. Okay, I'm not going to in detail. Okay, what is this LoRa and QLoRa? Okay, low rank adaptation and the quantization, low rank adaptation technique are there. Okay, so later part we'll discuss on this part, but as of now we are not discussing on this part. Okay, any questions till this point? Any questions? No. Okay, so LLM is combination of language model, huge data, neural networks. Yes, guys, LLM is trained on the light language model, but we are providing the huge data and neural networks means transform architecture. Yes, correct. Neural networks, not a neural networks, correct. The fine tuning means we are going to fine tune this LLM on the our downstream applications. Okay, so initially we have trained this LLM model. Result model we got as a fine tune this foundation model. Okay, foundation model, it is able to understand the next word predictions, but it is not able to understand the human instruction what we are providing. Okay, so then there is a need of this downstream application like question answering, summarization. We are giving some text and we are giving the us, right? Can we summarize? Can you write translate this text, right? So for that purpose, we are using the some supervised fine tuning. Okay, and apart from this supervised fine tuning, we are going further train this LLM model for the reinforcement learning from the human feedback. Okay, that is called reinforcement learning of the LLM. So this some of the models come with the foundation model, some of the model comes with the supervised SFT. I will showcase this part, and some of the models will come up with this the reinforcement learning also, right? So these are the models in the market as of now. Okay, and then as per the requirement, guys, okay, and we are going to train these models. Okay, let's suppose there is a domain, medical domain is there, some of the the banking domain is there, right? Some of the terminologies are difficult, LLM not able to understand. Then we are going to provide some data to our related to our field, and then we are going to train this LLM model for our requirement, our domain. Okay, so this is how we are understand this LLM models. So apart from these three chat GPTs from the which reinforcement learning. Okay, so I will okay, chat GPT is utilize the GPT-5 model, guys. Okay, I will showcase this. Okay, what is the GPT model is learn or how it is trained. Okay, I will showcase now. Next. Okay, okay, all right. So we'll proceed further. So now guys see we understood what is the LLM model. Okay, so now guys there are the different vendors. Okay, if you see here there are the different vendors are there, and here okay let me go to the OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI models. Okay, so this LLM models we have. Okay, you can see the GPT 5.2. As of now, recently they have launched this GPT 5.2. Okay, base model for coding and agentic tasks. Okay, this is the recently they have launched this model. The GPT Mini, GPT Nano are there, fastest and fast chemistry models. Okay, then initially guys, okay, they have launched this GPT 5 also, right? GPT 5, GPT Nano, GPT 5.2 models also, GPT 5.0, 4.1 smartest and non-Disney model. Okay, so these are the different models we have, right? The Sora for the even for the video generation guys. Okay, audio video generation we are utilizing the Sora 2 Pro. Deep research purpose we are using the O3 model. Image purpose we are using the GPT Image 1.5 Pro models. Okay, so there are the multiple models for the image also, right? Image 1.1 latest. Okay, then text to speech purpose, transcribe purpose. There are the different LL model, right? You can see, and you can see the real time and audio models, right? GPT real time and GPT real time mini, GPT audio, right? These are the different models. And Chat GPT utilize the GPT-5 guys. Okay, you can see the Chat GPT they have utilized initially they have utilized the GPT Chat GPT 4.0, but now they have integrated GPT-5 in the chart. Okay, so this is the integrated in the chart models. Okay, GPT. So now it is the, you can see this is the intelligence is very high. The speed is medium and the cost. Okay, the cost is associated with the LLM input and output cost. Okay, it is the cost is the 1 million tokens we are processing. It will get to $1.25 whenever you are processing this output token, right? We are processing 1 million output token. It is the cost of $10 million. Okay, sorry, $10. Okay, and this is the right. This is the different LLM models. Okay, this is the fast latest model from this Chat GPT. Okay, GPT, and this is the context window. I will explain this. What is the context window? What is the max completion? This is the knowledge quota. Okay, we'll discuss on this part. Okay, this is the GPT models we have. Okay, now you can see. So we are going to start integrating this model, guys. Okay, I will explain this. What are the capability and LLMs? What are the features, right? So what are the features and capability of this LLM model? But I will explain this model through the integration part. Okay, so let's go to the integration part. What are the capability of this LLM models? What are the provider of LLM models? You can see. I will just write in the short here. Okay, so what are the capability of this LLM models? Okay, now you can see. So these are the different LLM models. You can understand and generate the text. This is the right. It can understand and generate the text. Okay, understand and generate the new content. New content. Okay, then it is the you can utilize this, right? Question answering, right? Question answering part you can utilize this, right? Then email writing, content writing. Okay, so email writing, right? The content writing also, right? As of now, most of the times, right? So we are utilizing this LLM model for content writing, right? Every industry is utilized for the content writing, right? And then we are having this for this translation summarization, right? Some translation tasks or summarization tasks we are going to utilize this LLM models. Okay, summarization translation task. Okay, then we are going to utilize this LLM model for this creating new content. Okay, creative content writing. Okay, then we are going to utilize this research work, right? So it will going to utilize for the research work. Okay, so coding purpose. Research. Okay, research through the problems. Okay, thinking models are there. Okay, so there are the different kinds of LLM models. Okay, so there are different types of models are there. Then it will going to adapt the tone. Okay, it will going to whatever the tone we are going to provide now. So it will going to adapt the tones, then role of this user. Okay, it will according the role of this, right? What is the role we are going the roles, responsibility, task accordingly going to work, right? And it will assist in the right in the program, right in the code, right? It's assisting the code writing, right? Writing the code or debugging the code, right? Debugging the code, right? It will going to help. Okay, these are the capabilities of this LLM. Okay, so I will discuss what are the LLM what cannot do. Okay, LLM what to do. I will explain this later part. Okay, but before that, let's get started integrating this LLM model. Okay, so how does this AI agent plan the multiple step ahead of instead of response to one prompt at a time? Okay, okay, what is the LoRa QLoRa? Okay, guys, this is not discussion. Okay, the LoRa is the low rank adaptation, and QLoRa is we are using the quantized low rank adaptation methods. Okay, so this is the for this training purpose. Okay, we are utilize this further training, customized training within the this technique. Okay, we are going to fine tune now as per our domain. Okay, so AI agent, okay, guys, we are not going to discuss on this AI agent. Okay, if you have any question related to this point of right discussion, you can ask. Okay, later part we will plan some right sessions. Right, we will understand what is the AI agent and all these things. Okay, but we are not discussing as of now this AI agent. Okay, so otherwise, what we'll do, guys? Okay, this discussion will be point to the right any other direction. Okay, so now we can see. So we are going to utilize this LLM models. Okay, start integrating the LLM models. Okay, so for that purpose, what will require? So we require, guys. Okay, so let me go and start utilizing this LLM model. Okay, for that purpose, we require some AWS SageMaker. Okay, so let me go to the AWS console. Okay, so you can see AWS console. This is AWS management console, guys. Okay, AWS management console. And now you can see here is the we can go to the login, right? Signing option. Okay, we can go to the signing. Okay, for me, it is already signed in. Okay, but for you guys, what I did, so I have prepared this one documentation. How do we log in this, right? How can you set up this login, right, to the AWS? Okay, so I have prepared one document. There are the 5 steps you have to follow. Okay, enter your account information, add your the contact information, payment method, verify your phone number, and choose their support. Okay, as of now, we are going to utilize screen. Okay, I will provide this document, guys. Okay, for you guys. Not sharing. Yes, yes, I will show send this link. Okay, not sharing. Okay, I will share this link. Not able to share this. Okay, let me reshare this. Okay, let me reshare this. Guys, are you able to see my screen now? Okay, now it's. I hope it's audible. It's visible. Yeah. Okay, great, great. Thanks. So now you can see, guys. Okay, so I will provide this. Okay, I will provide this document also. Okay, how we can create set up your free account. Okay, so we have to set up the free account. I have written the step by step guide. Okay, what I'm doing here, I've written the step by step how we can sign up, and you have to verify your email. Then you have to provide your username, right, email address. Then you have to verify this email address. Then you have to sign up using the some use password. Okay, so you have to create the password. Okay, so then we have to set up free account, right? This is the 6 month, guys. Okay, this is the 6 month free account. This is the 6 month free account is there. We have to utilize this account, and then we have to right. We have to provide this right your confirmation, right? Your contact detail information. Then you have to agree with the this right, and then you have set up this payment method. You can use the UPI payment, or you can utilize the credit card, debit card. It's just $1 will be cost, guys. Okay, $1, and they will validate, and you'll get back that $1 price also, right? So just for validation purpose, do not worry about this. Okay, and then you can say verify your details, PAN details will be required. Okay, and then you can sign up your AWS account, and then you can start login, right? So this is how we are going to. I will provide this link. Okay, I will provide the link also. I have included a link also here, guys. Okay, do not worry about this. Okay, so just now focus how you can utilize the start the services. Okay, I have documented all these things. I have provided a link also where you can utilize this link and sign up here. Okay, so what are the steps I have given? Just follow this. Okay, that is the things. So now we can say, guys, we are going to utilize this AWS SageMaker. Okay, before going to the AWS SageMaker, what I'll do, I'm going to utilize this IAM service. Okay, so I'm going to utilize this. Okay, let me go to the AWS SageMaker. We have to search here, like AWS SageMaker. Yes, yes, I will share this document, guys. Okay, notes I will share. Do not worry about this notes. Okay, I will share. Okay, now you can see, guys, we have the AWS SageMaker. You can search here also, right? How do you can see AWS SageMaker, Amazon SageMaker? Okay, SageMaker AI, guys. Okay, Amazon SageMaker AI. Okay, once we come to this SageMaker AI, now this right there is a here is you can see in the left side there is a dashboard. Okay, so now the SageMaker Studio is there. We can develop your solution, guys. Okay, we can write your code, train, build, and deploy this model. Okay, so SageMaker Studio is nothing for the machine learning integrated development IDs provide to build, train, and debug your model, track the experiment, deploy the model in the production, and monitor it also. right? This is the benefit of AWS SageMaker. Okay, in the AWS SageMaker, what we'll do? So we are going to utilize this SageMaker Studio. Okay, this SageMaker Studio, and then we are going to utilize this SageMaker notebook, guys. Okay, so you can see as of now in the left pan. Okay, so we just understand, right? SageMaker Studio is nothing but the it is providing some ID, guys. Okay, it is providing some ID. We can train, we can develop, and you can deploy these models. Okay, so it is a overall all the package. Okay, so you can read about this more about the SageMaker Studio. But as of now, what we'll do? So we are going to write this code. Okay, in the SageMaker notebook, you can see here the application ID. If you see here is the notebooks. So now guys, see we are going to create the notebooks here. Okay, we are going to create the notebooks. Let me create the notebook instance. Okay, in the notebook, I'm going to create on the notebook instance. I'm going to create this notebook instance one. Let's suppose I'm going to create the notebook instance two. And this is the instance type. Okay, notebook instance type is the by default, I'm going to keep the ML t3.medium. Okay, by default, you have to keep this. Okay, no worry. Okay, we can later part. Okay, whenever in the industry, guys. Okay, whenever in the industry. Okay, whenever you have to require some large application. Okay, so they can move on to the next level of right machine. But as of now, we require only this instance ML t3.medium. And this is the platform identifier. We are in the Linux machine, right? Jupyter Lab. Okay, so this is the by default configuration we are going to keep. Then IAM role, guys. Okay, so by default, this IAM role will be created for this execution purpose, right? Amazon SageMaker Service Catalog Product role. Okay, we are going to enable the root access for this. Okay, we can access to the root access. By default, I'm not going to change. Just I have provided the name, guys. Okay, if you see, just I have provided this. By default, I have keep this all these options. Not going to change, and I'm going to create this notebook instance. Okay, so it is going to create this. Okay, once this instance is created, it will showcase in the it is service. Okay, once it is in service, what we'll do? We are going to open the Jupyter, guys. Okay, we are going to open the Jupyter notebook. Where we can code it. Okay, where we can start the coding. Okay, where you can utilize the we can code this, right? What is the coding we are going to do? Okay, guys, so you can see here. So this is the SageMaker notebook. I have created this. I'm going to create the new notebook. Okay, and this Conda Python 3. Okay, so we are utilizing the Conda Python 3. The PyTorch TensorFlow as of now not required. Okay, so I'm utilizing the first option, Conda Python 3. Okay, so this notebook is there. So it will open in the UI, guys. Okay. All right. Till this point, is this clear, guys? Yes, no? Okay, all right. So now we can start the coding, guys. Okay, you can okay, print. Okay, print hello. Now you can see we are starting the coding. We got this output first. We have written the first code also, right? So, all right, this is clear. Okay, great. So now you can see, guys. Okay, we have created this notebook instance. Okay, and we are starting the coding. Okay, so this how we are going to create this code, start the development environment. And guys, you can see, do not worry. Okay, so you can see there is a VS Colab also, right? The Colab notebook is also generally we can call generally, right? People prefer this Colab notebook. I will show you this notebook also, right? The Colab notebook. We have to have this Google account, guys. Okay, to utilize this Google Colab notebook, you require the Google account, right? And you can see here is the once this account I open this Google Colab, there is a notebook. This notebook is provided from the Google, guys. Okay, so this is the notebook. Google Colab is a notebook. It is provided for this from the Google, where we can write the code, right? You can see here also I can write the code. Okay, so you can see here I'm going to print hello. Okay, I'm going to print this hello. So you will expect some result here. It will connect to the backend as a machine. Okay, this is the online platform, guys. Google is providing some ID. Okay, we can write the code here. You can see it is providing some. You can see here is it is providing some RAM. Okay, CPU. Okay, it is providing some CPU, RAM. Okay, and we are utilizing CPU, GPU, TPU. Google is providing, right? So this is the Python language. We are going to utilize this. By default, I'm going to say the Python. Okay, I'm going to save this. And now you can see, guys, this is the machine, right? If you see here, their machine, they have provided the RAM, some 12 GB RAM and 107 GB of this disks. Okay, we can start the coding here. But as of now, okay, mostly the trainers utilize this Google Colab and VS Code locally. But I'm going to showcase in the cloud how can you utilize. Okay, so now you can see we have created. I will just repeating this thing again. Okay, so what you did, so we have come here to the SageMaker notebook. Okay, this notebook I have created. Click on the create notebook, and you can see this notebook is in the service guys. Okay, you can utilize in the Jupyter notebook or Jupyter lab. Okay, you can open. So I have, as of now, I have opened in the Jupyter notebook. Okay, and I have written simple code here. Okay, I have written simple code here. Okay, and this code is written, right? So this how we can write the code. Now we are going to start this implementing this Bedrock services, guys. How we can utilize the Bedrock services? How we can utilize the different LLMs model? Okay, so now we are going to utilize this LLM models, LLM integrations. Okay, integrations. Okay, we are utilizing the LLM integrations on different platforms. Okay, first of all, what we'll do? So we are going to integrate these LLM models using the Grok Cloud. Okay, Grok Cloud. Okay, so you can see this is the Grok Cloud. They are providing some LLM models. Guys. Okay, they are providing some LLM models. I will provide this link also. Okay, Grok Cloud. As of now, we don't have to worry. Okay, this is the Grok Cloud. And what is the benefit of this Grok Cloud? You can see here, they are powered the LLM models. They are hosted this LLM model. Okay, you can see there is a production model Llama 3, Llama 3.3, Llama Guard. Okay, these are the open GPT models are there, Whisper models are there. Some they have come up with some their model compound mini, and there is a preview model, right? Llama 4, Llama Marvit models are there. Okay, so for that purpose, we are going to utilize this different LLM models in our the SageMaker notebook. So for that purpose, I require to one utilize the LangChain wrapper, guys. Okay, I can utilize directly also from the Grok Cloud, but I am utilizing as of now LangChain wrapper. Okay, to utilize this Grok models. So I'm going to install this library pip install LangChain Grok. Okay, LangChain Grok. Okay, so we require to install this library pip install LangChain Grok. Okay, so you can see requirements already satisfied. Okay, so first time whenever you execute now, it will download this library, but I have second time I have executed, that is the reason it is saying that requirements already satisfied, means this package is already downloaded. Okay, once this package is downloaded, okay, this library is downloaded, what to do? So we are going to call this LLM models. Okay, how do we call this LLM models? Now guys, see, these are the different LLM models, right? We can have this, we have to access this LLM model from the Grok. So here you can see there is the API key, right? Here is the API key is option. If you click on this API key, so these are the multiple API key I have created over the past. Okay, so now I'm going to create new API key. Okay, I will provide this link also. We can create this API key. Okay, sorry, what happened? Okay, this is the API key. Now I'm going to create this API key. Okay, and I'm going to give the name as this Grok API key. Okay, and this is the I'm going to have the okay. I'm going to give any name, guys. Okay, I'm going to give the any name. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to the Grok API key workshop. Okay, for the workshop purpose. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to name as workshop purpose. I'm going to expiration. I'm going to expire in the custom. We can custom 90-day, 30-day expiration of this key. It is going to expire within this period. Okay, this is the I'm going to use the 7-day. It will going to expire this key. I'm going to submit. Okay, it is going to create new keys, guys. Okay, you can see this key is created. The copy it now will not display it again. Okay, so we have to carefully copy. Okay, just I have copied this, and I'm going to store this key, guys. Okay, I'm going to store this. Let's suppose I'm going to store this key is here. Okay, as of now I just written here, but I see recommended, guys. Okay, do not disclose your key to any other. Okay, I'm going to delete anyhow after this class, but I'm recommended do not disclose this key to any other people. Okay, because it is a right, it is a billing is associated. As of now, it is a free of cost, guys. Okay, this Grok is free of cost. Okay, so once it's done, just copy and save it in the proper place. Okay, so where we are going to save? Let's suppose we have the Google Colab. Okay, so Google Colab notebook is there now. So let me open this. Okay. So here is the secret, guys. Okay, you can see there is a key at the left side, secrets. Okay, are you able to see? Yes, there is a secrets. Here we can store the secrets, right? You can see I'm going to add this key here in the secrets. I'm going to add this new key, and here going to mention this key. This is the key value, and then I'm going to mention as a Grok API key for this workshop purpose. Okay, for this workshop purpose, I'm going to store this key in this. Right, this is how we have to store this key, guys. Okay, in the secret. Okay, no one can able to, and we can whenever we require, we can import this and we can start utilizing. Okay, So now you can see, as of now, I just keep this open. Okay, so now I'm going to store in the environment. Okay, so now you can see import OS. Okay, import OS. And now I'm going to set up this key in the environment, guys. Okay, I'm going to set up this key in the environment. How do I set up? You can see OS dot environment. Okay, OS dot envar, and I'm going to set up this key as a Grok API key. Okay, so environment we have to write this name, guys. Okay, Grok API key. So this name is compulsory. You can, while creating, you can give the any name, not an issue. But while setting in the environment, we have to provide this key like this. Okay, so let me write like this. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, I'm going to set up this key in the environment. Okay, so this is how I have set up this key. Okay, I'm going to delete. So this is how I'm going to set up this Grok API key equal to this LLM model. Now you can see, guys, once I set up this key now, I can able to access any models. Okay, from this I'm done. Just click on this done. Just go back. Okay, now you can see there is a model. In the models, we are going to utilize these different LLM models, Llama models. Okay, from the Meta. Okay, Meta is the company, and they have provided this different Llama models. Okay, Llama 3.1. This is the 8 billion parameters. Okay, it is 10 now using the 8 billion parameter. This is the version, guys. Llama 3.3 is the version. So you utilize the 70 billion parameters. Okay, this is how we have the different LLM models. Okay, so this some models are billions, some it is trained on the 12 billion one. Some models are trained on the 120 billions. Okay, some models are trained on this 20 billions parameters. Okay, these are the, if you want to see in the more details about this, you can just click here and learn about this more, right? This is the Meta company. Meta has come up with the Llama models, right? So this is the, and Grok is provider, right? Grok is provider for this LLM model developed by Meta, but provided is the Grok cloud. It is why the low latency and high quality, right? High quality response. Okay, so that is the benefit of using the Grok cloud for the inference in these models. Okay, there is some cost is associated, but as of now we are not utilizing for the organization purpose, right? So we are utilizing for as a developer, as a user, as of now. So it will not, we don't have any cost associated as of now. We can use a free of cost. Okay, so now I'm going to utilize this, right? This LLM models. Okay, so now I'm going to set up this from LangChain. Okay, from LangChain Grok. Okay, so we have installed this LangChain Grok, right? Here. Yeah, LangChain Grok is installed. Now we are going to import this from LangChain Grok. We are going to import this chart Grok, guys. Okay, we are utilizing this chart Grok. Okay, from LangChain Grok, we are utilizing chart Grok. Okay, so do not worry about this red line. Okay, so what is this red line? Just it is saying that just import this all the input in the top of this, right? Generally, follow all the inputs should be imported in the first cell. Okay, generally practice in the industry practice, but as of now I'm going to step by step. Now that is the reason I'm showing the step by step. Okay, where how can implement, how can import. Okay, and now I'm going to create this LLM model. Okay, I'm going to set up this LLM client as a chart Grok. Okay, chart Grok. Okay, chart Grok, and now you can see I'm going to this model name, right? I'm going to provide the model name. Model name equal to, okay, what is the model name? Let's suppose we are going to utilize this model, right? Llama 3.1 or Llama 3.70 billion. Okay, so Llama 3.3 70 billion parameter model we are going to utilize. I'm going to provide this model. Okay, so now you can see we have created this LLM client. Okay, okay, this is how we have created this LLM client. Now we are going to invoke this, right? We are going to call this LLM, okay, to some ask the question. Okay, so I'm going to invoke. Okay, I'm going to run, or initially there was a method run, but as of now this updated is the, we can utilize the invoke method. Okay, then we are going to ask this question. Okay, tell me about your cell and how or trained. Okay, how we are trained and which data you are utilized. Okay, which data used for your, okay, your training. Okay, so how, which data used for your training? I'm going to ask this. Okay, this LLM model, I'm going to ask this. Okay, so now I'm going to invoke this. Okay, so now we'll get the response. Okay, see, we are getting the AI message, means user. This is the message from this AI, right? AI means LLM is giving the response as a content. I'm artificial intelligence language model. Okay, let me print this again. I'm going to store this response in one of the variable. Okay, I'm going to store in the response as one of the variable as a response, and then I'm going to call this again. Okay, so now initially I just call, but now I'm going to store in the one of the variable. Okay, I'm going to store in the one of the variable, and now I'm going to print this response here, guys. Okay, I'm going to print this response here. Okay, print the response. Okay, so now you can see we got this response like this. Okay, so content, so in the content, guys. Okay, if you see here in the content, I got this response, but we don't want this content. We want only value of this content. Okay, so what I'll do, I will going to print this response dot content. Okay, so I'm going to print this. Just 1 second. Okay, so print the response dot content. So we are going to print this. Now we'll get the right only answer. You can see I'm an artificial intelligence language model. I'm excited to share my information about myself and training. So about me, I'm a computer program designed to understand the generate the human-like text. My primary objective is to assist and converse with you user like. Okay, provide the more information, accurate information on the wide range of topics. I can question answer, offer suggestion, even the engage in the discussion. Okay, for the training purpose, we can see the training purpose, it is based upon machine learning called deep learning algorithm. It is utilized right for the training purpose. Now you can see this is the data. Which data utilized for training? You can see the data utilized from web pages, books, academic papers, user generated content, and product reviews and descriptions and conversation data. Okay, so these are the data utilized for this LLM to train. So some of the data set like they have utilized for the common crawls, Wikipedia, book corpus, and open web text. Okay, so this how it is this LLM model is trained. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to utilize this another LLM model. Okay, I'm going to utilize this another LLM model. Okay, I'm going to change this LLM model. Okay, Llama 3. Okay, let's suppose 3.1. Okay, 3.1. Okay, we are going to change this LLM model. Okay, okay, this LLM model is changed. Now we have updated this. Now we are asking the same question to the LLM model. Okay, we are going to ask the same question to this LLM model. Okay, so now this is the Llama model, right? 3.18 billions, and we are asking this same question to this LLM model. Okay, now it is going to give the response. Okay, response dot content. We are going to print this. So now you can see it is utilized, right? This is the artificial intelligence. It is trained on this, right? The large language model. It is giving that same, right? It is trained on the data, massive corpus of data, web pages, book, academic papers, science and history, right? User generated content, conversation data. And training purpose, they have utilized the tokenization, token embedding, model architecture. Okay, the training, you can say training and supervised training also, right? This is the fine tuning, right? So this is the web crawls, right? This is the data is utilized for the different LLM model case. Okay, so this how you can utilize the all the LLM model case. Okay, you can utilize this LLM 1 point, right? You can try out the different LLM models. Okay, you can utilize this compound models. Okay, so now what to do, I'm going to utilize this GPT model guys. Okay, I'm going to utilize the GPT models. Okay, but this GPT models, you can see here we have utilized the SageMaker notebook guys. Okay, we have utilized the SageMaker notebook. So now I'm going to showcase how you can utilize the SageMaker VS Studio. Okay, so you can go to the SageMaker notebook. So now I want to utilize the SageMaker VS Studio guys. Okay, any questions so far here? How we get how we can use the data? Okay, okay, LLM client. It's a web interface. Okay, guys, this is just a LLM client. Okay, we are going to set up this LLM client API call. We are making the API call, right? We are calling this LLM. Okay, through the API. Just we are providing the API keys, right? We are calling this LLM from the API call, and we are able to hit this LLM, and we are getting the response from the LLM, right? We are just providing some questions. Question has nothing but our prompt. Okay, we are going to provide the prompt to the LLM model, and we are getting the response from the LLM model. Okay, so we are not going to download this LLM model because this LLM models require a large infrastructure, right? Okay, download and then inference. Okay, instead of download and inference, okay, what we will do, we are going to create the API keys and we are going to hit this through the API call. Okay, API call, right? API client. Okay, we are going to utilize this LLM model. Okay, clear this point? Okay, so this data is utilized for the training purpose, right? This data is utilized for the training purpose. Yes. Okay, all right. So now we'll proceed further. Yes, any questions? Okay, so I will take your down. Okay, you can paste. Yes, yes, sir. In real time company will use this API, right? No. It will not going to download this, guys. Okay, in real time, it is not, because it required a lot of infrastructure. Okay, it required a lot of infrastructure to download this model, and to infer this. Okay, so that is the reason. Just in the industry, they are utilizing this API call. Okay, through the client. Okay, they are going to set up the client and they are going to utilize this. Okay, as of now, I showcase this. How can you utilize the AWS SageMaker notebook? Okay, now I'm going to showcase this. How you can utilize the AWS VS Code. Okay, so pay your attention, guys, here. So now you can see there is a domain, guys. Okay, you can see there is a domain. Okay, already I have created one domain, but I will create for you guys. Okay, create new domain. Okay, you can see there is a two domains. Okay, setup for the single user, quick setup, and this is a setup for organization. Okay, so as of now, we are not going to, in the organization, we are going to, that someone is, right, someone is operating at the backend, and it is going to create this, right, the SageMaker notebook instance, and they will give you the direct access to the you. Okay, but as of now, we are creating, right, ourselves. So we are utilizing the single setup for a single user. It is going to create this, right, I'm user, public internet access, secure the workspace, right, persistent storage will be there, MS SageMaker flows. Okay, all ID will be there, studio will be there. Okay, it will integrate in this package. So we are going to set up this one domain for this single user. Okay, I'm going to click on the setup. Okay, guys. So it will take some time. It will take this some of the couple of minutes. Okay, not couple of minutes. It will take this 4 to 5 minutes time. Okay, so it will go into, you can see we are setting this environment. It will go in the IAM roles. Okay, I will explain this what is IAM roles. Then it will going to create the public access. Okay, through the gateway, right? Then it will go to secure this. Some storage will be assigned. Okay, and then notebook and some ID will be provided by setting this environment. It will take some time. Okay, to open this. Okay, so meantime, I have utilized this already. I have created this. So I will showcase this. Okay, go to the SageMaker AI. Okay, so you can see there is a domain is under creation. Okay, you can see this already I have created this first domain. So this second domain is creating, guys. Okay, so it will take some time. And then once this domain is up, right, what we'll do, we have to create on the Open Studio. Okay, choose the profile. By default, we are going to utilize the by default profile as of now. So now guys, see, it is going to open this, right? It is going to open this, the SageMaker Studio. Okay, now you can see the SageMaker Studio is open, right? In the SageMaker Studio, okay, there is a Jupyter Lab. Okay, so Jupyter Lab is nothing but the whatever the code we have did, right here. Whatever the code we have, right? So you can open in the Jupyter Lab also, right? You can see there is option, right? Open in the Jupyter Lab, right? Same code we have created here. Just we are going to open the Jupyter Lab. Jupyter Lab is nothing but we can create the multiple files. We can import this multiple file into the one different models, different files. Okay, so that for that purpose we are going to maintain the different files in the Jupyter Lab. Okay, this is the Jupyter Notebook. Only one single file will be there. Okay, and Jupyter Lab is nothing but the we have the multiple files we can create. Okay, you can see here the Jupyter Lab is open here. Okay, you can see the Jupyter Lab, we have created this one notebook, right? We can create the multiple notebooks here, different Python files we can create, different environment files we can create, right? Same way we can create in the locally, same way we can create on the AWS cloud also. Okay, but my discussion is not to discuss on this part. Okay, notebook we have already discussed. Okay, but we are going to understand this VS Code, guys. Okay, so we are going to understand how we can utilize the VS Code in this SageMaker. You can see there is a Jupyter Lab is there. Okay, rest of the parts we are not going to touch. Okay, RS Studio, okay, not required for us. ML Flow is not required as of now. Okay, but you can see there is a code editor is there. Okay, code editor is nothing but this, guys. It is provide the VS Code in the AWS. Okay, Visual Code Studio. We are going to in the AWS, right? How can you utilize this VS Code in the AWS? You can see there is a quick start is option here. Okay, some templates are there. So it will go into some initialize some machine at the backend, guys. Okay, so EM3, ML, T3, MBDM, 5 GB and 4 GB RAM. It is going to assign some memory and some RAM. So general process is there, CPU and accelerated compute. As of now, we are not going to touch these two options. We are going to use the quick setup. So we are going to launch this machine. Okay, now you can see it is going to launch this. Okay, it will go into, okay, it is going to status updating. It will going to start one machine, VM machine at the backend for the, it will support for the Visual Code. Okay, I have already created this. Okay, once this status is updated, it will going to open this, right? So this is, there is an option to open this. So I'm going to open this, which is already I have created. So now we are going to open this VS Code locally, guys. Okay, you can see here is the VS Code. We are going to open this locally. The same VS Code we are going to open in the AWS cloud. Okay, now you can see this is the AWS cloud. Okay, it is setting the VS Code. Okay, so now guys, see, you can see there is option, right? Explore is there, search is there, GitHub, right? You can connect with the Git also. The debug, the extension is there. Okay, and there's the keyboard is there. We don't require this bot chatbot. Okay, now I am going to open this folder here. Okay, so we are going to create this open folder, and there is we have to choose option this one, guys. VS Code Server OS. Okay, so we have to choose this option as a folder as a VS Code because we are writing the code in the VS Code. So choose this option VS Code, and I'm going to click on OK. So it will going to open that folder. We are going to utilize this folder for writing the code in this folder. Okay. So now you can see. Okay, great. So now you can see we have created this, right? So we have already have created some notebook. Let me create this another notebook here. You can see there is option, right? Create a new file. So I'm going to create this here, Sagemaker. Okay, or I'm going to call as the exploration notebook. Okay, exploration notebook. Okay, dot ipynb. Okay, ipynb. Okay, so Python coding, guys. Okay, so we require two models are there. Okay, dot py file will be required and dot ipynb. Ipynb file is nothing but for the interactive exploration purpose, right? We are going to create this notebook. Okay, so there you can visualize this code, right? You can write and debug line by line. Okay, so for that purpose, we are using the ipynb notebook. But once the code exploration part is done, we are going to convert this code into the model file .py file. Okay, later part I will tomorrow I will showcase how we can convert this code into the exploration notebook into the this source code. Okay, so with the help of models. Okay, so this is how we have created this exploration notebook. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code here. Okay, so you can see I'm going to select this kernel here. Okay, I'm going to select the base Python kernel, and I'm going to write the code here. Print hello. Okay, so now you can see I'm written this some code, guys. Okay, this code is written not in the locally, guys. Okay, I can wrote in the VS code. I'm not open this VS code. We can write this. You can see in the local also we can write in the VS code hello, right? But as of now, I'm showing the this VS code I have opened in the this AWS SageMaker Studio, and this is the VS Code option. We have this, and we have opened this, right? So now, guys, okay, I want to use the AWS Bedrock services. Okay, I want to utilize the AWS Bedrock services. I will go to the AWS Bedrock services. You can see AWS Bedrock. Okay, this Bedrock services. I want to utilize the different LLM models. Okay, I want to utilize this Bedrock service is nothing but it will provide the different LLM models. Okay, and it will provide some. We can build, right? You can build, you can twin, you can infer this different LLM models. Okay, we can. There is a chart playground is there. We can chart this, right? Different LLM models. As of now, we can see this is the Bedrock service. It is the provider. Okay, the different LLM models they have provided. Okay, you can see here. Just one second. There are the 271 LLM models. Okay, you can see that in these are the different provider. A21 Lab is there, Amazon is there, Anthropic is there, then Lugan is there, right? Brida AI is there, Cohere is there. Okay, DeepSeek is there. Okay, the evaluation scale is Google is there, right? So these are the different providers are there. Okay, these are the different providers which provide the LLM models. Okay, you can see this is the Nova, right? This is the Amazon has created their models, LLM models. We can call it the Nova, right? Then Mistral is created this model, Austral Mini, right? Mistral Large. Then Cloud, right? By Anthropic has come up with some this LLM models. Cloud A, Opus, Cloud A, Haiku, Sonnet models are there. Right? These are the different models from the Cloud A. Right? Cloud A, Sonnet, right? 3.5, 3.5, 3. Then Meta Llama also model is there. You can see Meta 4. And these are the different provider guys. Okay, Meta, right? Cloud A, this Anthropic, right? Mistral, DeepSeek. These are the different providers are there, and these have the different LLM models. Okay, the Llama 3. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, this model we have utilized from this Grok Cloud. Okay, we have utilized from the Grok Cloud this model, right? 3.370 billion and 3.1. These models we have utilized from this Grok Cloud right here. Okay, this is the Grok Cloud. We have utilized the Llama 3.1, 8 billion, and Llama 3. We can utilize from there also. But if we are working on the AWS now, we can directly utilize this AWS models also, right? You can see here. There it is. Yeah, here. You can see there are the different providers are there, and we can utilize these different LLM models, right? The Sonic, okay, Llama, Mistral, okay, DeepSeek. You can see, just click on this. Okay, what purpose we want? Audio purpose, image purpose, multi-model, speech purpose, text purpose. They have the text purpose. There are the 120, 152 models, guys. Okay, you can see. For text purpose, there are the 152 models are available, like Cloud A, Llama. Okay, and let's suppose I want to utilize this Meta, right? So I want to utilize this DeepSeek model. Okay, you see DeepSeek also, DeepSeek R1, DeepSeek R1, right? So this is the code generation, code text generation purpose also. This is the text generation purpose. Some thinking models also they have come up in the market. Okay, so you can click on this which task we have to utilize, right? So we can click on this task and you can select that model. Okay, so this is how we have the different LLM models. We are going to try this LLM model. Okay, how do we try? How can we utilize this model? Initially, guys, we are required to model access. Okay, so we have to, but this model, this service is retired as of now. Okay, initially we are going to utilize the model to access this, okay, one by one. But nowadays we are going to utilize this model through this API keys. Okay, how we can going to create this API key? Let me showcase this. So I'm going to showcase this how you can create this API key. You have to go to the IAM services. You can see, you can type here IAM services. Okay, you can see here the IAM service will be there. Now you can see here the left side, guys. Okay, if you see the dashboard access management, if you go to the users, right? If you go to the users, I have created multiple users. I'm going to create new user. Okay, so let's suppose and give the name, right? That particular username employee. Let's suppose I'm going to call it the employee. Okay, Gukesh. Okay, I'm going to call as the employee Gukesh. Okay, let's suppose this is the employee Gukesh. Okay, I'm going to call this as a, and then I'm going to create this. Okay, so whether I want to provide this root access, AWS console like this. Okay, I don't want to provide this console access. Okay, just I'm going to create the new. Okay, guys, and here you can see where we are going to add this permission. Okay, to where we are going to add the permission to the user, or you can say copy the permission of existing. Like suppose I have created already this user. Okay, I can copy this permission from, let's suppose like this user Ajit 2 and this SageMaker full access and Bedrock services. I'm going to provide this. I'm going to copy this access. Okay, existing access. I'm going to provide this access to the this new user also. But let's suppose I want to attach this directly permission. Okay, so there is a one group is there. From this group one you can provide the permission policy. For copy this permission, existing user you can provide the permission policy, or you can directly attach this. Let's suppose I'm going to directly attach AWS SageMaker. Okay, SageMaker. Okay, SageMaker. Okay, what happened? Okay, SageMaker full access. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to provide the SageMaker. Okay, so you can see here, guys, there is a different access. You can see the SageMaker. Okay, different policy execution access will be there. Okay, and you can have this SageMaker execution policy. This access we are going to provide. Okay, if you see here, so this is the some policy here. You can see the what is the action, what are the access we are providing. S3 bucket, the SageMaker execution role we are going to provide, and then we are going to delete and put the object and get the object from the S3 bucket. So they are providing two access. Okay, you can see there is a two accesses they are providing, S3 bucket and execution. This AWS SageMaker also, right? So this is how we can attach the permission, right? This is how we can attach the permission to this user, particular user. Okay, so there is the administrative action. We can provide the, suppose this is the user is depend upon, right, which belong to which project. So accordingly, which service it is going to utilize, we can provide a particular service. Let's suppose I am going to provide the Bedrock services. Okay, Bedrock services. I can provide the Bedrock full access if the permit. I can provide the limited access to Bedrocks. Okay, so this is how I can going to restrict this. Or there is an administrative access. Okay, there is an administrative access means we are providing the right whole access, right? Administrative access nothing but we are providing the complete access to this user. Okay, administrative access like this. And you can see here, guys. Okay, we are going to create this user. Okay, but let's suppose I'm going back. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to create this user again. User, let's suppose this is the Gukesh. Okay, I'm going to create this user. I'm going to attach, copy this permission. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to copy this permission of this. Okay, Bedrock or SageMaker. Okay, this permission I'm going to copy. Okay, And now you can see I'm going to create this user. Okay, now you can see this user is going to create case. Okay, so now this Gukesh user is created. Now you can see guys here what we have created. We have provided SageMaker full access and SageMaker Bedrock full access to this user. Okay, so that this user can access only two services. Okay, so now we are going to create this AWS access key. Okay, the AWS secret key we are going to create. So this key where we are going to utilize. So we are going to utilize from the command line. We can utilize this way. Where is the local code? We can utilize this AWS running on the AWS computer. We can utilize this way, or let's suppose third party service we are going to utilize, then you can create. Okay, or if you utilize this locally, right, outside this AWS, you can create this, or you can say provide the others also, right? So you can provide the others also, not an issue. Okay, so you can see we can go into code. There's a application running on the AWS service. Okay, I understand this, and I'm going to create this. Okay, I'm going to create this, create the secrets. Okay, so now you can see this access key and this secrets are created, guys. Okay, so this is a very important. Okay, this whenever we want to access this, right, different services now, so this key will be provide those access to the AWS Bedrock, AWS SageMaker. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this key and I'm going to store here in the safe place. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to store here in the AWS. I'm going to create the one environment.py file. Okay, so let me delete this file. I'm going to create this .env. Okay, I'm going to create this .env file, guys. Okay, I'm going to create this .env, and I'm going to store here. Okay, this file I'm going to store as a there as a AWS access key. Okay, I'm going to store as a AWS access key ID. Okay, I'm going to store as a AWS access key ID like this. I'm going to store this, and then I'm going to store as a AWS secret key also, right? I'm going to store these two keys are mandatory, guys. Okay, AWS secrets key and AWS access key. Okay, let's suppose just now. Okay, AWS secrets, AWS secrets access key. Okay, we are going to store as the AWS secret access key. Okay, AWS access key ID, and we are going to set up this AWS secret access key. Okay, so now we are going to store that key. Okay, where we have created. Okay, this one, right? So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to store here. Okay, so this key I'm going to store like this. Okay, okay, this key is done, guys. Okay, we have to save this. Okay, once this key is we have stored in the environment file. Okay, this is the .env file. Okay, same thing I did in this .env file. Actually, this is the file. Okay, you can see this is the file. We have this. We have stored the AWS access key, AWS secret key. I have stored here. Already I have stored. Okay, but I have shown you how can store. Okay, so I'm going to. This is the .env, guys, not envs. Okay, .env. But for you guys, I have shown this again. How can create this? But actually, we are going to utilize this .env. Okay, in the .env, as of now, we are going to utilize this only two key, guys. Okay, AWS SageMaker. Okay, access key. As of now, I'm not going to utilize this key. Okay, I will showcase how you can utilize this, create and store this. Okay, as of now, I store this two keys, right? How can store .env. Now you can see I have created this exploration notebook, guys. Okay, I'm going to store. I'm going to utilize this not exploration notebook. Okay. Till this point, any question, guys? Yes, any questions? No. Okay, all right. So now you can see, guys, I'm going to utilize this. Okay, I'm going to utilize this LLM models. Okay, I'm going to utilize this Bedrock LLM model. Okay, so how do I going to utilize? So you can see here I need to. Okay, so let me. Okay, from. Okay, from. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'm going to import this key, guys. Okay, I'm going to import this key. Okay, from. Okay, pip install. Pip install. Dot env, guys. Okay, Python dot env we will require. .env. Okay, we need to install this. Okay, requirement is already satisfied. Okay, but if you do, first time we are doing this, will be download this library. Okay, and then we are going to import this from, okay, from .env. Okay, we are going to import, okay, load env, load .env. Okay, so we are going to import this, and now we are going to load this environment, guys. Okay, so whatever the key we are storing this environment .env now, so it will going to load here. Okay, so load .env, we have to call this. Okay, now you can say it is true, means it is the loaded this key, guys. Okay, so we have loaded this key in this environment, and now what we'll do, so we are going to utilize this model. Okay, so we have to utilize this different models. We have to import and utilize. So what I'll do, I'm going to install this one library is required. Pip install Boto 3, guys. Okay, so we require Boto 3. Pip install Boto 3. Okay, already satisfy this requirement. Okay, once this requirement is done, guys. Okay, so now we are going to create this Boto 3 client. Okay, so we can see import Boto 3. We are going to import this Boto 3. Now what we'll do, so guys, we require this different models, right? So we have the different LLM models. You can see here, right? We have the different LLM models, right? You can see the from this Amazon also. Amazon is providing lots of models, guys. Okay, Amazon. Okay, this is the Amazon. Okay, you can see this is Amazon is provided different models. Okay, this text generation, image generation. Okay, there are the different models. It is Amazon is provided. Okay, I have created the list here, guys. Okay, I have created the list here. Okay, the different LLM models. You can from the AWS client. Okay, you can see this Amazon Titan Text to Express, Amazon Nova Pro, okay, Nova Sonic Lite. Then Meta, we are going to utilize this different model. Google has different LLM models. Mr. Okay, I have provided the list of this. Whatever the LLM model I have listed, I have just listed down. Okay, so we are going to utilize this one of the model guys. Okay, so let's suppose we are going to utilize the Amazon Titan Text Express model. Okay, for the text generation purpose, we are going to utilize this model. So I'm going to store in the one of the variable model ID. Okay, we are going to store this as a this model ID as a this model. Okay, so now you can see we are going to have this region, guys. Okay, which model we have utilized this, right? You can see this is the region. Okay, you can see the we have created this model in this region, US East region, right? So I'm going to utilize this. Okay, if you can create the different region, guys. Okay, let's suppose the region is nearby to your location, you can select that region. Okay, but some of the models are not available in the right some of the regions, so that is the reason I have selected as a North Virginia as of now. US region, most of the LLM models available in this region. Okay, so I'm going to utilize this region. And it's depend, guys. Whenever we are going to deploy these models in the client location, we have to select this different that location according to client location. Okay, so that will be beneficial for inferencing faster. Okay, so this is how we are going to utilize this UST is one. Okay, so I'm going to create this region. Okay, equal to US East one. Okay, so we are going to select this region. Okay, we have created this region. So now you can see, guys, we are going to set up this, right? So we are going to set up the Boto 2 client. Okay, how do we going to set up the Boto 3 Bedrock? Okay, we are going to set up this Bedrock 3 Bedrock client. Okay, how? Boto 3 already we have imported, right? Boto 3 dot client. Okay, we have set up this client, and then we are going to provide the name of the service. Okay, what is the service we are utilizing? Bedrock runtime. Okay, so we have to provide this service name. Okay, when you are going to initialize this now, we have to provide the name of the service. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to provide the Bedrock runtime. Bedrock runtime. Okay, and then I'm provide the region. Okay, region equal to this above region. Okay, the region is must, guys. Okay, without region we cannot infer this model. Okay, so you can see region I have selected, right? So this region, this value, right? This value will be assigned to the region. Okay, so we can see this how we have created this Bedrock client. Okay, so what is asking? Okay, region. Okay, let me check the spelling. Okay, region name I need to set it as a region name. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have set up this Bedrock client. Okay. So now I'm going to write one prompt user query. Let's suppose this is the user query as a prompt. Okay. So write a one feedback email. Let's suppose I'm going to write one feedback email to support team. Okay. Write a feedback email to support team. Okay. We are going to write like this. Okay. This is the prompt. Just we have written the prompt. Okay. So now we have to invoke this prompt. Okay. How do we invoke this prompt? You can see we need to pass these messages, guys. Okay, we write directly. We cannot write this. Okay, whenever we are going to Bedrock client now, we have to follow some rules there. Okay, how we can pass this message to the call this LLM model. Messages equal to boto3 Bedrock dot converse. Okay, whenever you're going to call this now, there is option, guys. Okay, converse is there and invoke is there. I will explain this. Okay, what is the difference between converse and explain? Okay, whenever we are going to have the conversational purpose, we are going to use the conversations. But whenever we are going to utilize for the simple prompt, okay, in that case we are going to use the invoke model also, right? So there is a different method to invoke this. Okay, different this model. Okay, in the converse I am going to utilize. I will explain this. What is the invoke also? Okay, you can see the messages. Okay, message is equal to, I need to provide the messages, guys. Okay, here I'm going to provide the as a dictionary form. Okay, so let me create one messages dictionary here. Okay, I'm going to create this messages equal to, I'm going to create this list of messages, guys. Okay, so in the list, I'm going to provide the dictionary. In the dictionary, I'm going to provide the role. Okay, this is the role is nothing but the user is asking. No, the user is asking this question. I'm providing the user role as this one. Okay, user. And then what is the content? What is the user is asking? Okay, so I'm going to take as a this content. Okay, and the content what will do? So we are going to provide the list of messages. Okay, let's suppose list of dictionary. In the dictionary, okay, list of dictionary. In the dictionary, we are providing the key value. This is text, and we are going to provide this as the prompt. Okay, so it is the prompt as this one. So this format is required, guys. Okay, this format is required. So this message we are going to pass here to invoke, right? So you can see this is the prompt you have defined, and this prompt we are passing here as a prompt here. Okay, as a messages. Okay, this is the required format for invoking purpose, guys. Okay, if you not provide this now, so it will not going to execute this. Okay, so this is the this is the format that is required for this invocation of this LLM models. Okay, this is the format is required to invoke this models. Okay, what happened? It is executing it. Okay, and then we are going to utilize this message to pass here, and then we are going to pass here along with message we are going to pass here model ID. Okay, which model we are going to provide here? Okay, so we have to provide the model ID. Okay, we are going to provide the model ID. Okay, so how we this how we are going to provide. So it is getting stuck here. Let me stop this. Let me execute this again. Okay, why it is getting? Let me delete this. Sorry. Now you can see, let me execute this. Okay, it is working on this. Okay, it is taking time. No worry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Any questions meantime, guys? Any? Okay. Okay. So let me check. What are the question? I hope you have understood the peoples before the let know the regions. Then the why the what we are doing it before you set up the environment. I would suggest the explain the properly before the utilization. Most of them have not used the Python and AWS. Okay, guys. No worries, guys. Okay. I will explain this. Okay. Right, because you can see here is the right, and this is the AWS cloud, right? Platform is there. Okay, so we can how can we utilize the AWS platform, right? So most of the learners, right, and we'll set up right in the right whenever we are this on the code, right, in the batch, right, we are going to set up in the properly step by step, right? So here also we are instead of writing the code in the locally, how we can write the code in the AWS, right? So I'm going to explain this part. Okay, no worry. So this is the previously you imported the OS, now it is not the PS. It is important difference why we are adding the Amazon Titan model but where we can utilize it. Okay, now you can see Shokat. Okay, so we have the different LLM models, right? This Bedrock services is providing the different LLM models. You can see that we have the different LLM models. Okay, initially we have utilized this LLM models from the Grok cloud. Okay, initially we have utilized this LLM model from the Grok. Okay, for that purpose we have to write some different code. Okay, but whenever we are writing this important code from this AWS, right? So we have to, these are the different LLM models, right? We are going to utilize this LLM model for this our use case, right? Different use cases, right? I am going to explain this different use cases for text generation, like content generation, email writings, right? Some invocation for we are utilize the different LLM models. Okay, so that is the benefits. We can utilize the different LLM models from the different platform. Okay, so initially we have utilized from the AWS uh, Grok cloud, and now we are utilizing for the AWS cloud. Okay, so that is the benefits we have. Okay, so it's taking some time. I don't. It is some right. This we need to restart this kernel. Okay. Okay. Let me restart this kernel. No worry. Okay. It will sometimes it will get hang, guys. Okay. It will take some time to execute this one. Okay. So no worries. I will showcase this tomorrow parts also. Okay. We'll stop here, guys. Okay. Now today we are going to stop here. Okay. We are going to stop here. Tomorrow I will showcase again. Okay. How we can utilize these different LLM models, and then we are going to understand the RAG architecture. Okay. So any questions now, guys? Yes, guys. I have this machine learning course. It is included in, you can see here. I will share that. Okay, if you see here, this artificial intelligence course, guys. Okay, this is the artificial intelligence course. If you go to this, right, the course content. If you go to the course content, this is the course content I have provided here. You can see the same course content will be there in the advanced Python, statistics, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and generative AI. Okay, I will be covering this course, and also hands-on this AWS and Azure cloud also, right? So you can see, I will provide this link, guys. Okay, you can directly, you can, right, you can access this, and you can see here is the, this is the duration of the course, right? This is the topics, what are the topics we are going to cover, right? The machine learning, Python, from static Python I'm going to start, then statistics, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, generative AI, right? All these topics I will going to cover. You can refer in the detail, guys. Okay, what are the topics I'm going to cover? Okay, this is the over high level. Okay, I just have provided. You can go and refer in the details. Okay, this syllabus. Okay, this is the link, guys. Okay, you can see this artificial intelligence I'm going to start on the 5th of January. Okay, this is the timing is the 7:40 and the morning, right? And this is the 1.5 hours, right? This is the daily. We are going to conduct this from the 5th of January. And you can join this WhatsApp community link, guys. Okay, you can try to join this WhatsApp community. We'll get this, right? And the information about the next sessions, right? And about this, the course content, right? Any update regarding this course, right? We can get it from here. Yes, I will provide this course content, guys. Okay, just to access this. Okay, you can, I will provide this link also. You can see. And this is the course syllabus. Okay, I will provide this link. Okay, share the all the technical links. Yeah, I will provide one documentation, guys. Okay, where you can access this all these links. Okay, I will provide this. How you can set up this AWS account? How can the AWS right key? How you can get up this key? Right? How you can set up this? Right? These different API keys. Right? How I will provide one documentation. You can refer that documentation, and you can easily set up your AWS account, or you can set up your this API keys also. We'll share in the groups, guys. Okay, this group, you can join these groups. Okay, WhatsApp community groups. Through email, not okay, guys. We'll provide this, right. This in the WhatsApp community group. We can join this WhatsApp community groups. We'll provide this, right, access. Okay. All right. So, guys. Okay. So this is the about this course content. You can just go through it and understand what is the course content. Okay. So this is the batch. We are going to start new batch. Okay. So you can just understand. If you have any question, I will take now your doubts. Okay, you want to join the email group? Yes, guys. Okay, you can see. Okay, I will cover the both. Yes, I will going to cover the both GenAI and artificial. Yes, in this course. You can join this right through this link, guys. Okay, I will provide this link here. Yes, agentic AI. Guys, you can see here. I have completed many batches here. Okay, in the last year, I have completed many batches, and you can go here and search here my this batch. This is the recent batch, artificial batch number 445. But if you see, I have completed this batch previously also, lots of batches. You can go through and see the content. Okay, let's suppose I have covered this from the basics of Python, right? What is this? Is the basics Python, right? What are the Python is there? Then we can start after the completion of Python. We are going to start the advanced Python, pandas, numpy. Okay, so you just go through it, and then after the pandas, numpy completed, then we are going to start the statistics. Okay, 1 month it is only for this Python. After the 1 month, we are going to start this statistics, right? The statistics, the different technique of the statistics. Then we are going to start with the machine learning, guys. Okay, you can see after completion of statistics, we are going to start the data science. Machine learning, we are going to understand supervised machine learning, linear machine learning, what is the multilinear regression. Okay, so we are going to understand. Okay, then we are what is the optimization technique, what is the mean, right? Optimizer, different encoding feature, encoding feature engineering selection technique will be there. Okay, then hands-on machine and different project will be there. Okay, hands-on different project will be there. And then this how we are going to complete this different algorithm, right? Logistic regression, multinomial, KNN, decision tree, random forest. Okay, we are going to build this XGBoost project on this. We are going to implement this XGBoost. Okay, then we are going to complete this machine learning within this, right, around 2 months. Okay, then we are going to start with the NLP, right? We are going to start the NLP. We are going to understand the different NLP techniques in different projects. Okay, and then after that, we are going to start the deep learning, guys. Okay, what is the different applications of deep learning we want to use? What are different activation function, gradient descent optimizers? Okay, different optimizers also there. Okay, then we are going to understand the project on this machine deep learning. Okay, and then we are going to understand the RNN, LSTM. Okay, then we CNN architecture. Then we are going to start the encoder decoder architecture, transform architecture. We are going to learn, right? And then we are going to start with the generative AI. Okay, what is the LLM model? What are the right? How we can train this LLM model? Supervised brain trainings, right? SFT, RLB. Then decoding strategy will be there. Okay, then different LLM model hands-on, right? What are the LLM capabilities, right? In different LangChain frameworks, we are going to understand what is the prompt engineering, right? Different RAG architectures, okay? End-to-end project deployment, hands-on practice and deployment over the Azure cloud and AWS and CICD actions, okay? And this how we are going to complete this RAG, okay, the LLM. Okay, and then we are going to understand LangChain's tools and LangChain's custom inbuilt tools. Then we are going to understand the agentic AI, right? What is the agentic AI? What is the life cycle of agentic AI? What is the building block? What is how we can create the multi-agent framework like Creo AI, Adno, right? How can provide the web search capability? And then we are going to understand land graph, okay? Then we can understand what is the node edges, right, in the land graph. Then we are going to build the agentic RAG, right? So then we are going to hands on this AWS Azure, right? This how we are going to, and then we are going to prepare this. How can right resume building project end-to-end project explanation, then notes MCP, right? So this is the whole structure, guys. Okay, whole course syllabus will be there. You can just go through it, right? Syllabus one more time and understand what are the syllabus topics we are going to cover. Accordingly, you can take decision, right? So what are the concept we are should need to learn in the Python? Okay, so in Python, guys. Okay, so in the Python we are going to right from the we are starting from the basics, right? From the Python, we are going to understand what is the string, right? On data types, different string, tuple, list. Then we are going to understand the functions, right? And then we are going to understand the different ops concept, right? And then how can write the functional file handling, and then we can understand the advanced Python. Okay, pandas, numpy. Yes, then we are going to start with the statistic and machine learning, right? Yes, guys. Okay, this as a AI engineer, we need to require this, right? This knowledge, okay, to learn this. Okay, so definitely this required, and this is the course we are going to cover in the last 2 years. I have completed almost 3 batches, guys. Okay, 3 to 4 batches. Okay, but this course will be required 3 to 3.5 months. Okay, 3 to 3.5 months. Multiple API platforms like Open Router, Grok, how we can choose the right one for working our project? Yes, nice question. You can see here, guys. Okay, we can have the multiple right platforms there, right? We can have this OpenAI, right? Grok, AWS, Azure, right? But let's suppose we are utilizing the AWS cloud, guys. Okay, we are going to utilize this AWS models, right? In different API, right? Different LLM models from the AWS cloud itself, because it is a more simple integration we are going to utilize. Okay, but let's suppose we are working on the Azure cloud. Okay, the Azure, let's suppose OpenAI is not available on the AWS cloud. I want to use the OpenAI LLM models, right? So I can utilize this Azure cloud, okay, to utilize this Azure different LLM models. Okay, let's suppose we have the right Gemini, right Google, right? So Google is providing different LLM models. Okay, and those models are not available on the Azure. Those models are not available on the AWS cloud. So we have to utilize the Google Cloud for that purpose, right? So we can utilize this Google Cloud and we can utilize their different LLM models. Okay, some of the different company are providing the different LLM models. Okay, and they Meta is the open source, right? So we can utilize this Meta Llama model from this Grok, Hugging Face. We can utilize from this AWS or Azure Cloud, not an issue. But some specific model we have to specifically utilize from the specific cloud itself. Okay, that is the important. And according to our need, we have to explore which model is best for our needs. These are thinking models. There are the multi-model capabilities are there, right? According to our need, we have to select which model is best. Okay, so that we can integrate and utilize these models. Okay. So as a fresher, right, what is recommended to course start with? How much practice production ready training will be use case for the train? Not sure if you able to see my message. Okay, yes, Praveen. Okay, as a fresher, we can start learning the artificial intelligence. Okay, in the artificial intelligence, we are going to start on the very right basics from the scratch. Okay, we are going to start from the very basic scratch. Okay, you can see here we are going to start from the Python, then statistic, machine learning, deep learning, natural language, and deep generative and agentic AI. There is another course, advanced course in the generative and agentic AI. I'm going to take this. Okay, this is a separate course, guys. Okay, very advanced. We can take this in the higher means very much details. Lots of hands-on project will be there. Okay, for the only for generative and agentic AI, guys. Okay, but this is the not started yet of now. Okay, I have covered as of now one batch is going on that for this project for this course. But as of now, we are going to start with artificial intelligence over the AWS and Azure cloud. Okay, so here we can start from the Python to this, right? This generative AI and agentic AI I'm going to cover, and where you can practice on the AWS and Azure cloud. So as of now, you can see most of the company, right? They're expecting the AI skill, right? They have this AI skill, and then we can implement in the AI skill into different project, right? So that is the reason most of the learners joining the class, learning and updating the skill, right? So I will make sure that, guys. Okay, so we'll learn something here as a knowledge of 3 to 5 years person having the knowledge in the industry. Okay, not a fresh level knowledge, guys. Okay, you can learn from the start. Okay, in the for a very basic to advanced level, and those person having 3 years, 5 years experience, what is the knowledge they have, we will get this knowledge in this class. You can just go through the my course. Okay, previously course, what are the topics I have covered. Okay, and just understand these things. Okay, so we will get the more idea about it. So can you please paste the link of these two course content? Okay, so you can see I will paste this link. Okay, this is the course content. This is the for the generative AI, and this is the for the artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial. And you can join through this WhatsApp community, guys. Okay, you can join through WhatsApp community now. So we'll get this idea, right? So I will recommend you guys, okay, join this WhatsApp community. So we'll get this more announcement, okay, more sessions, right? The what we are going to plan, right, further, right? So just I will suggest just join this community sessions, the WhatsApp community. Okay, upcoming batches. Okay, and this is the upcoming batch is this one, right? So you can join this WhatsApp community. I will provide this link also. Okay. So any other doubt, guys? Yes, recording will be shared on this WhatsApp group. Okay, you can watch this recording through WhatsApp group. Okay, I will provide this notes and recording through WhatsApp group. Okay, you can join this WhatsApp group. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sure. Okay. So yeah, so we will provide this access. Okay, guys. No worry. I will provide this access. Otherwise, what I'll do, we can just go through this, right? This content. Okay, I will provide this link. Okay, I will provide this link, and you can just go to this link and try to access this course. Okay, try to access this. You can see there is a course content, right? This is the course content for this artificial intelligence batch. Okay, you can just go and watch this. Okay, or you can get this. Yes, yes, we'll share this. Once you join this WhatsApp community group, we'll share there, okay, recording. Yes, Shokat, I will provide this access, no worry. Is this a demo class? Okay, demo class, yes, there is a Monday, right? In the Monday, we have the 3-day sessions, okay, on the demo class from the AI, okay. So this is the upcoming batch, right? You can see, you can join this WhatsApp community group. There is a, on 5th of January, guys, 5th, 6th and 7th, we have the demo session for this artificial intelligence batch, okay? Okay, all right. So any other question, guys? I might miss your question previously, guys. You can ask your questions. You can see here is the batch. Okay, you can see this is the artificial intelligence batch. Okay, this is the around 3 to 3.5 months. Okay, guys, this batch will be there, and we are going to cover this all this course content. You can access this course content, this link. You can register here, right? And you can join this WhatsApp community also, right? Okay, any question, guys? Yes, yes. Tomorrow session will be there, right? Tomorrow we are going to understand what is the RAG architecture. Okay, how we can build this chatbot. Okay, we are going to build this chatbot. Okay, chatbot applications. Okay, in the tomorrow sessions. Yeah, tomorrow same time. Okay, all right. So we'll stop here, guys. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, guys. I can take this, right. Some of the sessions, right, community session for you guys. Okay, and there is some right paid courses also there, right. You can join these paid courses. You can access this course, right. You can join this WhatsApp community and try to access, right. And I will write. I will going further. Also, I will take some right some community session for you guys. Okay, to new community tools, right. New technologies, right. The right the Kanika, right? So I have answered this, right? This ML course is there, right? In ML course, this is artificial intelligence course. We are included this machine learning there. Okay. So any other doubt, guys? Before okay. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.